Uh-oh. What? Please start my main encoder. What? My main encoder should be started it already. I don't feel like going through this nonsense right now. For some reason, they've switched it up on this Twitch. Ugh, like 3 people watch me on Twitch. Why am I even going through it? Well, hell, only 10 people watch me on YouTube. Well, I see main encoder right there. New version here. Do I need to update my OBS? Well, if it doesn't work after this, oh, it worked that time. Whatever, dog. Whatever, dog. I don't know what that was. Okay, cool. So, what's up? I probably should check chat, the whatchamahoo's streamer bot to be sure things are logged in because you know how it likes to act from time to time. Oh, but then, your boy's all backwards right now. Let's go ahead and get Seven Deadly Sins up and running, and then I'm gonna figure out this chat situation. Spent this morning, well, after doing I got adulting, all the adulting that's necessary. Then I edited that Bleach video. That was actually fun. I feel like I missed a lot of stuff, but that God will come out soon. I screwed myself a good bit because I forgot about the patch that was supposed to come today. So I didn't get my resources up to where they were supposed to be. Like I didn't do my farming. Like last night, I was staring at the game, like about to go to sleep, and I was like, "There's something I should be doing," and I was like, "Man, I'm too tired. I'm just gonna go to bed." And I was right. There was something I should have been doing that I didn't do. Is what it is, right? Not the worst thing in the world. We'll make it. Somehow we'll make it. Let streamer bot load up. So we have some changes to the game. Streamer bot's trying to do this thing for me. Let's go ahead and get that platforms up. YouTube signed in. Should already have. Twitch is having problems today. Who knows what the problems are? We'll give it a second, then we'll load up the chat. Let's go ahead and get this. Oh, they've given us a lot of stuff too. We got 10 pulls right there. We got some spirit. I said jade. We got star fragments. Wrong game. We got star fragments for the maintenance that happened. I think I'm gonna do a 10 pull. I want to get king. I don't think it's gonna happen. Not anytime soon. Not without that selector. Yesterday, as you can tell, I was pulling for king, and I got Gila again. I think she's at P7 for me right now. So it's annoying. It's annoying. I want to get king so I can go ahead and develop and work on them. Okay, cool. The chat is running, so let's go ahead and get this up. Bet. Oh no, wrong thing. Window captured through. Don't dodge this. Yay. Alright, so of course the login stuff. And then like what I was supposed to do yesterday was gold mining, gather the accessory pieces, the pieces that you need in order to make like accessories. And then platinum farming, but that was after reset. I'd already done my platinum farming. And the idea was I'm building a rapier and a lance. The lance is gonna go on Gila. I think the rapier is going on Gila as well. Yeah. So it's to build up Gila a bit because one, running her with Escanor, I do have him at a level that I'm happy with at the moment. And I just did this armor for him. I know I'm late, but I've already done everything I needed to do for Clotho. Not everything, but I'm going to have to do some farming in the Galland boss challenge. And this setup is better for him. Having this armor on him, I'm going to be running him with his axe. So this is already a better setup for him. Gila is the better running mate, and as you can tell, I stripped her. She never had a lance because I can't pull lances, not even SR ones, of any type, of any sort. I have never, which is weird. I don't think I've never had an SR lance. I've never pulled one. I've never created one. That lance right there was from a selector that I did. That's it. They've never given me an SR. What is up with that? Anyway, so I'm going to have to make an SR lance and then convert that to a Black Flame lance. And then I'm going to do a Black Flame rapier for Gila. Yeah. So there's going to be some gold collection. And then the accessory stuff is actually secondary. That's not absolutely necessary. Let's see. And right now she is P7. They love to. I have not gotten King once, but I've gotten Gila 4 times. 5 times? 4 times? 5 times? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway. So I guess let's go back to gold. And also what I probably should be checking is the developer notes, because they did say there were a lot of things that were changing. So let's see. We will pull that up now. News community. All right. Version 1.4 update. There's a new event. I guess we can put that over here a little bit. It's a new event. Echo of Hearts. Let's check out Echo of Hearts. Okay, maybe that should have been recorded. What is this? Hauser, what are we doing, Hauser? What's going on, bro? All right, so Echo of Hearts, you can obtain Goodbye Solo tokens through Echo of Hearts event story and missions and exchange them for rewards in the event exchange shop. The Temple of Love dungeon will be available during the event. So there is this is too funny. I don't know why. The face that he was making just made me laugh. To the top, there's a boss. Okay. All right, let's see what these events are about. So first we have the Echo of Hearts. Shouldn't this have been done on Valentine's Day? Right? Shouldn't this have been a Valentine's Day thing? Echo of Hearts missions. Complete the Echo of Hearts day 1 quest. What's the day 1 quest? That's what I'm trying to do. Clear event dungeon, Temple of Love. Okay. Let's go to NPC. I'm guessing that's where the event is. Oh, this is hilarious. Hold up. Everyone seems to overlook it, but Hauser is a decent man. Why? Okay. First and foremost, he is a Grand Master of the Holy Knights of Leonis, and he proved his strength by playing a key role in the Holy War. Right. He has enjoyed the unwavering trust of both the former and current kings, and his trusted friends also serve in important roles throughout Leonis. Without question, he stands as one of the pillars supporting present-day Leonis. I'm sorry, this has me in the giggles. This is going to make me laugh. It's going to make me laugh. Let's transition this already. All right. Okay. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Next. But alas, he remains unmarried despite all his friends tying the knot and starting families. This is true. In fact, he isn't even seeing anyone at the moment. Y'all are being tough on my guy Hauser. Okay, my guy Hauser's a bit like extra, yeah, but like y'all are being rough on Buddy. Instead, he has now been reduced to babysitting the young princess. Tough. He had a thing for like Diane at first, right? And then, yeah, that's tough. Okay. Pitying his situation, his father his situation, his father sends him a letter. And it was the news of a mysterious festival, one rumored to help anyone find their destined partner. Yo, can I go to this festival, please? Can I go to this? Is this available to everybody or is this just for him? How do I get to this festival? I need to find this festival. Like IRL, I need this festival. All right, here we go. So I guess I have no choice. I know, right? I might have to pick up a dating app at some point. Well, who knows? Maybe there's a chance I'll find my soulmate there, man. Okay, we are here in the festival. So if I press L3 to track quests, I guess I don't know. Everybody's over here. Interact with. Oh, no, I'm trying to interact with just the festival. Hey there, is this where the Echo of Hearts Festival is being held? That's correct. I'm Turan, the trial manager. Are you here to join us for the Echoes of Heart Festival? Aren't you Grandmaster Hauser? I am not. You're not him. That can't be right. You're definitely Grandmaster Hauser. Anyway, you're the coordinator for the festival, right? I'm not really here to participate in the festival. I just had a couple of questions for you. You'd like to know more, I see. Okay, well. Yeah, it is embarrassing. There's no need to be like that. Hold up. Okay. Another person, can you overcome these challenges? If you succeed, you just might meet your destined partner. You'll get to know your partners as you work together, but you'll only discover their true self once you reach their final room. Are you interested in entering them? All right. So we got that for figuring it out. Reach the end of the trial. So is this one of okay? I should probably have read the rules on this whole thing. I don't think it's actually a co-op event, right? It's reward cubes can be opened and exclusive, blah, blah, blah. It's not saying it's a specific. I thought they said something about a co-op event, but it's fine. Rank mission to the top. That's a different one. Complete rank missions held in celebration of the leaderboard preseason to earn battlefield ruler tokens. Okay. And then the leaderboard preseason is open. But I think these are all cosmetic stuff, all cosmetic things. All right, so I entered the dungeon. 20 keys, 20 keys, up to two. So two-player party, two-player play recommended. If it's so you can choose the difficulty, right? So I could go here and go at it before I go here, although here is probably fine. But I kind of want to see what it is first before I actually attack it. But I only have 20 of these keys, and they recharge every day. Okay, so we may come back to this event later. This event may be a later something to do. If I have to like meet up with people. I need more information about that one. All right, so let's go to the other event. This is the ranking mission. Clear boss dungeon, clear dungeon boss, defeat few. Okay, so this is all basically daily mission, weekly. So this is all pretty standard stuff, actually. Okay. All right. So this is just doing regular old stuff, and then you get extra rewards for it. And then there's a leaderboard, which I'm sure there's going to be those whales who are going for the leaderboard. Time Space Junction ain't even a thing for me right now. Still developing my characters for that. Okay. Cool. What's the other stuff that was supposed to come out? We have that one event, the Hearts events. Festival of Hearts or whatever it was called, Temple of Love. Leaderboard preseason open. Boss Challenge, Corrupted, Ancient Dragon. And then Time Space Junction, Sectors 3 and 4. A Dungeon, Abyss, Deep Spider's Nest. Talk about something I'm not going to do for a long ass time. That. Let's see. Boss Challenge, the Dragon. He didn't have an Abyss. Oh, no, he didn't have Abyss already. He did have Abyss already. Whatever. Okay. Leaderboards Bulletin. Existing clear records for dungeons and boss challenges will be reset at the start of the preseason. All right, so that's just for the leaderboard stuff. Time Space Junction 3 and 4 will be unlocked sequentially. So 3 today, 4 next Wednesday. Craftable items added. I can craft pets now. Pet Spider. Baby Banacor, I've been trying to get a hold of you. Friendly Giant Bird. So I can craft those things now? Oh, I can craft Ancient Dragon Meat too. So I guess that's to help me get the next Hawk. Oh, so there's a lot of stuff you can craft now. Breath of Glory Longsword. Is that S? Okay, here we go. Let's go back. Let's go to crafting now. Because we're getting away from this Temple of Love or Love, Echoes of Love. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I could not sound older right now. What is it called? Is it the Echoes? Is it the Temples? All right. So let's go ahead and go to the East District. That I think is just going to be dumb crowded. Yep. Feels like whenever I'm in, well, I live in Zurich, but whenever you're in one of those villages and there's like this huge festival and it's basically taking over the city. Kirby. Which I know I'm saying wrong because I don't have enough phlegm in the back of my throat, but still. We wanted to go to crafting. Like I have space to create a table here. Let's just go ahead and run over to the side. Yeah. All right. So the stuff that we can craft now, I'm guessing it's going to be under miscellaneous. Concentrate. Wait. Oh, and they reorganized this from what I understand. So the potions are here. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I have these saved because these are things I'm going to craft today. But if they have other weapons, the Breath of Glory Rapier, is that a SSR weapon or a... Oh. We have new SSR weapons we can craft. Oh. Good thing I didn't craft those last night. Wait a minute. And then these that you can craft don't require a crimson weapon? Is that what I'm seeing right now? So we have all new weapons that don't require. Hold up. This is just the covering. And then we get this from Boston, of course. That's not crazy. So this is the rub, is that you have to go get this Sunstone alloy. It's a bunch of gathering. But I don't have to craft an SR weapon in order to get this. I can just do that. I like this. Like these Breath of Glory gauntlets, if it's just increasing normal attack, which is what it appears to be, these run on Diane better in my build than the Black Flame gauntlets, which would, hey, don't stop. Don't do that. The Black Flame gauntlets, which I think are for crit damage, but if she's a... Yeah, but if she is... Oh, depending on the crit rate that I put on her, using her normal attack a lot so that I could stack the burst gauge. Increasing the percentage damage on that seems like a good idea. Uh-oh. Oh, and does this stuff not... And it doesn't cost platinum. It costs Sunstone alloy. And I've collected Sunstone like haphazardly, not with any focus on it. Are they trying to mix Sunstone into the new Platinum? Is that it? That stuff is fine. All right, all that's to the side. Wait, we're missing something, or at least I'm missing something. This is just the gear. These are the accessories. Curse. Wait, was it? Yeah, the cursed necklace. Yep. If you want this stuff, you're gonna have to go ahead and get that Sunstone. A lot of it. Increase HP. I do want some. Uh-oh. Now, here's the thing. I'm not seeing where I can craft Sunstone. Oh, it's down there at the bottom. Okay, they reorganized. Okay, no. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, and you need 2 platinum to caught to 1. Oh. Fudge. Fudgety fudge. Okay. Now let me see this thing about the pets real quick that you can supposedly craft. I do like this though. Oh, aqua crystal. For getting them fish. And these are the pets you can craft. I could craft the 375 is insane. That is absolute. Do they increase the drop rates on the dungeons? This is insane. 450 is insane. They really don't want you crafting these things. They really don't want you crafting these things. So that you mean to tell me, in order to get ancient dragon meat, which the dragon fire sack, prefer a different name, when you battle it, you get 5? Right? You get 5 of them. And so, how many times do you need to beat the ancient dragon in order to craft this? Rate info. You get 100% chance of getting 5 if you complete it on Abyss. They know how math works, right? Okay. In this video, I'm a little frustrated, and I don't know if I have any right to be. I think I do. You tell me if I'm crazy. Let's get to the video. 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a 7 Deadly Sins origin video. In this video, I am currently going through the update. We're at version 1.4. They're giving us the details, and I was going through the events and everything else, and I'm going through the craftable items. Now the event, I haven't really touched them yet. Like, I've looked at them: Echo of Hearts, Temple of Love. I'm not going into that right now just because I wanted to be able to really like sit down and focus on it, not do it on the stream and be half distracted. So not that. The top up event, it seems as though, oops, sorry, I gotta ban somebody real quick. Boom. To the top, it seems like, yeah, it's a leaderboard basically event. You complete some events, you're gonna get rewards, but it's the same like challenges, same boss challenges, same dungeon stuff. Essentially, they're releasing new Time Space Junction Section 3 and 4, Abyss for Deep Spider Nest. I'm not doing that ever. Abyss for Corrupted Ancient Dragon, which anyway, I'm gonna get to the part where I'm upset. All of this stuff is fine. I'm not in time space junction just yet. I'm building my teams up towards that, right? So cool. I hate the deep spider's nest. I don't want to ever do that again. I'll skip the gear that comes from it. Ancient dragon. I like playing him. Cool. Takes a minute, but it's not like he's necessarily overly difficult, and it's a fun gameplay. Plus, the ancient dragon, the corrupted ancient dragon, looks cool as hell. He's a cool looking dragon. I like it. He's awesome looking. The problem that I got to were, let's go pluses and minuses, right? Pluses and minuses. Pluses and minuses. I was last night. I was preparing to go ahead and create like 2 SSR weapons, the rapier and the lance. I was gonna put those both on Gila because for some reason, as I pull these SSRs, pull the regular hero tickets, they've given me Gila like 4 or 5 times. I don't have King yet, but I have plenty of Gila, so I have her like P7 at the moment. So I was like, all right, well, cool. Let me just go ahead and upgrade her weapons because then I can upgrade her weapons, make her stronger so that she runs as a better burst gauge builder for Escanor, right? Cool. I'm at a point in the game where I'm just expanding the strength of my roster a lot more than outside of what my alpha team is. All right, fine. We come down here to this is end game stuff, I think. Late, mid game, but like nobody early on in the game is really gonna be able to do this given the resources, right? So, for example, I'm never gonna have this longsword because I'm not going through the spider deck. I'm being hyperbolic. The thing that I liked, or that I thought I liked, I was looking at this and I was like, oh wait, okay, so we can craft this. The plus side is I don't need like with the Black Flame, I don't need to create an SR weapon first, a Crimson Flame SR weapon first, which I do appreciate. I like the SR, those Crimson weapons, but if you might as well make it a Black Flame weapon if you're gonna go Crimson, right? And I do have some Crimson floating around for those that I haven't made the Black yet, but you see my point. You see my point, I think. The Gluttonous weapons, those are signature weapons designed for specific characters, of course. Here, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I don't have to craft a SR weapon for this SSR weapon. Then I come over here to the Sunstone Ally, and I was like, oh, Ally, come on. Alloy's like, oh, cool. One thing I did not realize, and I said this out loud to not out loud to myself because I'm on stream. Nobody's watching me on stream, so hey, I'm alone. I was like, okay, well, Sunstone Alloy, I've used it like 3 times. You know, like I've made 3. I forgot. It takes 2 platinum to make 1 of those. When you craft it, you need to, where are we? And I like the way they reorganize things. Let's give a plus there. I like the way they reorganize things. I need to do 2 platinum in order to do 1 of those. And I need to craft these right now. Those just come from wherever, and we can just go ahead and make that happen because I'm going to have to do it eventually. All right. So that's 24 platinum in order to craft 1 of those. And one thing I will say, and maybe as I read through this, because I'm doing this, I've said this a lot about my videos lately. I'm doing this haphazardly. I saw this, I got irritated, and I just literally just hit record and started going. It seems as though if this is it, it's not. This should be better. They should be better weapons. You're not having to craft an SR weapon, which isn't the hardest thing in the world, but whatever. You're not having to craft an SR weapon in order to create this SSR weapon, and it's not a signature weapon that's linked to somebody. Now, as I go up to the Crimson Flame, whatever. I was going to do Crimson Flame. Oh, that's not even there anymore. Just grab whatever. I'm being extra. Here, I would have had to do 12 gold. Okay. I never know what to call these things, but these things here, the fragments. There we go. Uncommon fragments. This is farming on can't remember which boss. It's the one that it's the field boss that has all those like proximity mines. Shout out Golden. And then the gloves. This right here versus, I mean, essentially double the cost of platinum Is that a fair value? Would I rather create the SR weapon to create the SSR weapon? Or, hey, get back here. Or am I okay with them making the sunstone alloy, the primary driver in it, even though that's going to cost me 24 platinum? In my view, as I'm looking at it, I can see both sides of the argument, but 24 platinum, if I'm making sure I'm looking at it right, 24 platinum to increase for an SSR weapon, I'm not a huge fan, but I'm okay with it. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. That's how I'm calculating this, is based on platinum. The problem I have is that I did not notice them saying that there's going to be more platinum to mine. So you're giving us an added, not added burden, but like another place where platinum must be used in order to craft these weapons. And it's more expensive, but the platinum economy hasn't increased from what I see. All right. If this happens later on, then you'll see me cut in the middle of this video and be like, I was wrong. They did it in the notes. Now, the other thing that kind of upset me, and when I say kind of, it was the reason why I switched this on. Here, I believe. They said we were going to have the ability to craft pets, which and items. So the pets were the pet spider, baby banacrow, friendly giant bird, the shy moss ball. And then the items: red demon meat, gray demon meat, ancient dragon meat. Pause. The problem with this is that the I'm gonna have to say it, the meats, the meats you can get from going at the red demon, gray demon, the ancient dragon, and you can. It has a drop rate. I think it's like a 2% drop rate, and then it's gonna be, you get that, which is not very often. Okay, get you. In order to craft it, in order to craft it, I don't even know what the hell this thing is. I'm sure it's out there somewhere floating around. 450 of the red demon's blood crystals. They only drop by 5. Am I so 5, 450 divided by 5. I gotta go at this thing 90 times in order to. Are there any other places for me to get this? And I'm gonna go to the boss, the drop, world level 4. There it is. And unless I'm mistaken, unless it's like, even if it's 10 at a time, unless I'm mistaken, you get 5 for drop. I gotta go at this thing 90 times. You might as well say don't go for it. And let me see, can I get the drop rates? Because here you'll also see that it has the boop, 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 boop. Am I able to get the, yeah. It also has the red demon meat, which is not showing me the drop rate. I think I need to actually go to, it's not showing me the drop rate here. Let me go to where you can get the dragon meat from. Yeah, there. Hello. All right, so here we can get that, right? This is okay. 2% chance to get one piece. Cool. And I have a 100% chance of getting 5 of the dragon fire sacks. Okay. All right. In order to form one piece of dragon meat, 375 divided by 5. And that's them being like, oh, well, the boss challenge is a little bit more. So, we're not going to make them have to pay for as much with the amount. So 450 here since they're field bosses, and then 375 since it's a boss challenge. Am I the crazy one? Because this seems so ridiculous that it's like, and not to mention the fact, I guess the reason why I'm not like screaming upset about this is that this is cosmetic. The ancient meat, the gray demon meat, and the red demon meat, they're all just so you can transform Hawk into those cool looking things. Like you can transform him and create him into a mount for there's a gray demon hawk, there is the red demon hawk, and there is the ancient dragon hawk, which is a glider. The other two are just mounts that you can ride around, right? I guess the glider could be more useful if it has better stats in terms of how long it can stay in the air, I guess. But there's no reason for you to like this is something that just happens to have happened. You know what I mean? Like I'm not looking for this. I'm not checking for this. I was excited because I was like, oh, great. I can get the ancient dragon meat and then I can get that other hawk. Now that I see that this is what it is, I'm not going for this. I'm not doing this. It was the same thing they did before I get to the others. It was the same thing they did for the mobile mining machine. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving up just the time investment alone. It's 30 of the sunstone alloy, which is 60 platinum, 150 gold, 250 silver. The amount of work just to be done, which I think quiet as kept, I could probably do the polish and a lot of the stuff. I'm gonna have to farm a lot for it. Why would I waste those resources when I have Dreyfus, who one shots the mining ores, right? Bonacro, I wanted Bonacro. 2% drop rate when you fight the Bonacro of getting baby Bonacro. Otherwise, you need 450 of these. Now, quiet is kept. I keep saying that. These you can go ahead and pick up if I'm not mistaken. If it's the right thing I'm thinking of, it might be wrong because they look very similar. I think you can pick these up over by where you farm that platinum. They might be different scales. So don't quote me on that one. But 450 if the drop rate remains consistent. 450 to get him. The giant bird, it is a mount. Okay, fine. Bro, I'm so tired of doing this. Okay. And this is my mistake. This isn't even a UI thing. This is on me. What? So you just don't want me to craft these things? You think I'm gonna beat the deep spider's nest enough time to stack up 375 of whatever the hell the Shakira's curse? Even if I was going into it, then I'm not doing it for that. I'm gonna have other stuff. And this is not, I can't be too outraged by it because this stuff, to be fair, it's all cosmetic. Like there's nothing here that is really necessary. So I guess this just gives in-game players something to go for. But by that point, if you're in game, are you really going for this? Like, is this something, not even like going for, is this something you're gonna hunt? Is this something that's like, hey, this gives me a reason to keep playing the game, like the pursuit of this? And I'm not even being, I'm asking that as a legit question. I'm not trying to be necessarily funny in this situation because I can't see myself being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna run up in the deep spider's nest another 45 times because I want to have the pet spider. I was sitting here debating on whether or not I was going to go in the Furzen mines another 5 times in order to build armor, which I ended up like getting the piece I needed anyway. So, what is the plan here? Wookie. 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 The weapons I'm cool with. I think it's okay. I think I'm going to try to craft 2 or 3 of those. The pets and the items, y'all can miss me with that heavy. The accessories that are coming in, the cursed pulse rings. Again, and I'm gonna double check before, because I don't think this is okay. I was just about to say, in order to craft this, I need to beat Galland 16 times. to get one of those pieces, hoping that maybe it drops. Some of them drop while beating him. Is this the like break we get? And the way to make things easier and feel less grindy is to make the late mid game, end game players have to grind the same content more. This is the less grindy side of things. Okay. All right. Let me keep going down this thing and see what's up. Wow. Battle support mode, which assists with combat controls during battle, will be added to mobile platform. This is stupid. Suture will be available. Okay, fine. The respawn for it is improved after obtaining the reward cube. Region chat, auto translation, whatever. Time junction improvements. Improved on time space junction. Main screen is displayed upon clearly. World map will be changed from the existing dungeon icon to a unique icon. Improved so that the bosses appear when starting a challenge after entering time space junction. All right, so bug fixes, quests and content. Attack of certain elite boss and boss monsters during main quest progression will be reduced. Fixed an issue with the camera angle doesn't display blah, blah, blah. This is just like regular issue stuff. Improve so that party members who die before entering the boss battle area during the dungeon play can enter the boss battle area through revive at warp point after the battle ends, instead of reviving where they died. Change so that the cooldowns, tag points, magic gauge, certain hero buffs effects are reset upon starting dungeon and boss challenges. Wait. The tag points and magic gauge. Doesn't this make them harder? If I have like tag points and magic gauge where I want it to be, I mean, I guess the skill cooldown, sure. Retry button added to that. Fix various issues occurring during the dungeon. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Seal exchange. Vanya. Fairy King's Force will be changed. Okay, that's just wording type stuff. Maximum number. Okay. Map UI field fix. UI improvements. Uh-oh. Oh, no, can't do this right now. I have to hit him up later. Sorry, Clinton, I have to hit you up later. I would love for that to stop now. Absolutely would love for that to stop now. Okay. The crafting stuff is hero attack range for the special attack while using Daisy's sword weapon in Daisy's Dumbo state will be increased. Various issues related to hero skills. Fix an issue where the Grimoire barrier effect was displayed incorrectly at certain points before inflicting. Okay. Axe weapon. Fix an issue where some characters would have reduced HP after reconnecting following the equip or removal of engraved equipment. Treasure chests would not appear on the map when using Drake Adventure skill. Alright, so a lot of issue fixes. Improved workbench crafting category. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Gathering and mining fixed issue occurring during gathering and mining content. Fix an issue where tracking the seaweed item would lead to locations different from its. Okay, cool. Improve some graphics during Act 13. Well, we already did that. Improve graphics. Changes to existing products. Existing products menu and order adjustments. The existing rapid equipment upgrade pack will be moved to the growth special menu. The display order of certain bundled products in the special and growth tabs will be adjusted. I mean, is that worth? Okay. So they just reorganized the shop a little bit. I don't know that they didn't add or remove anything special. Okay. I don't even see the. Let's be real. I don't know the difference. I don't see the difference. Am I crazy? I don't see a difference. Okay. Overall, let's go back. I thought they were supposed to be removing the timers on certain events too, right? It's so funny because they give you the option to do the crafting and I get it. So I can't even like complain that much. They give you the option to craft these things, which did not exist before, to be fair. However, and they are cosmetic. This is, you don't need these things. They don't provide you with anything. They're just a look. So I shouldn't be that like upset about it. But come on. What are we doing? Let me see if I can salvage the demon meat, if that lets me get anything from it. How about that? Nope. I don't see it up here. So I guess I can't salvage it. But that is just too... I guess it's funny. It seems ridiculous. I mean, I guess the word ridiculous is the one I'm going to go for. Invader Zim, that's my vibe. I love Invader Zim. I absolutely love it. I haven't watched Invader Zim in a minute either. Did you ever read the it's from the same damn, I can't remember his name, drawing a blank. He also did a mini series in comics called is it Johnny the Homicidal Maniac? It was really funny. It was really it was disturbing, but it was funny. Used to love that show. I still love that show. I'll still run. I haven't run Invader Zim back in some time, but I'll run back through Invader Zim. That show's amazing. Absolutely did not get enough credit for what it was. Should have been around longer. Like for real. You reminded me of PFP. That was, put it this way, in those days, if I'm being frank, Invader Zim was the only one I was checking for from Nick. Like they had Rugrats, but that's, I mean, 80s baby, that's 90s. I wouldn't count that as around the same era as Invader Zim. The only thing I was checking for from Nickelodeon was Invader Zim. Everything else you could miss me with, but I was a teenager by that point. So like, maybe the rest of the stuff wasn't for me. The Wild Thornberries can kiss my ass. But that was also part of like the Rugrats era. Rugrats is goated. Like that's a goated show. But Invader Zim was the only one I was really checking for real. I can't remind me. Maybe there was something I'm not thinking of right now. Remind me. Because I can't think of anything I was checking for other than Invader Zim from Nick. from Nickelodeon. Hey Arnold was never my vibe, although I get those people who like Jimmy Neutron. I never got into, but then and I'm asking, wasn't Jimmy Neutron closer to the '90s than? No, he was early aughts. No, I'm wrong. He's early aughts. He was early aughts. Phantom. No, I didn't have it. No. Also, bear in mind, we grew up poor, so I didn't have Nickelodeon. Poor is not the strong word. Is a strong word. We grew up not having everything, so we didn't have Nickelodeon. That it was a premium cable channel for us. So real talk, what we had to do was, and I guess it's been 25 years. I can say it. What I had to do was I would go online at school. This is when, the teenagers knew more about the internet than the teachers did. Download Invader Zim and then burn it to a video CD. If you remember that, you could do that back in the day. And then I could play it in my DVD player, which I had saved up like the money for to get to buy from a family, like with my part-time job. And so like I would burn it to a CD. Yeah, I am OG. That is what I used to do. I would have to download it. And this is the thing too, back in the day when like it was before torrents were really a thing. So I had to like find the individual episodes, which I did. And that also meant that there was like wildest but varying degrees of quality. There was some that I got that were quality like I was watching TV, and there was some where it was like, I think that pixel is Gur. There was a wild shift. And I was that dude because I had like Invader Zim on VCD. I was that, and then later on, I think I even burned it to DVD at some point, along with some other stuff. But yeah, that was, or did I? I think maybe I did that in. It was either like senior year of high school or college. Nostalgia, I know, right? Nostalgia. What was it that Tony Reali says? Nostalgia. Nobody does it like they used to. Like man, jaw, jaw. Take me all the way back. Take me all the way back. And we were just having a discussion on not just. We often have discussions on like top 10 cartoons, top 10 anime or whatever on the stream. Haven't done it in a little while, and I'm kicking myself right now cuz I don't think I said Invader Zim. Oh, Angreifer, nothing. I moved to Switzerland. I was using comic books to learn German. And in one of the comic books, it was like Deadpool on a spaceship with somebody or another, and it was in German. And then I saw the word Angreif, and I was like, "Oh, what's that mean?" And it just means attack. And I was like, "Okay, that one." There was literally no more than that at all. Yeah, this game is based on Seven Deadly Sins, which I had to go back and revisit the anime series because I like the story from this game so much. I think they did a really good job, but I remembered not thinking Seven Deadly Sins was that great. And then I went back to it and was like, oh, I forgot. I loved season 1 and 2. Season 3 sucked so bad that it made me downgrade the first 2 seasons. Um, yes, it's connected. It's heavily connected actually to the story, but it's its own independent story, and they're still making acts like on the back of it. But the story of it is so good and so well intertwined to me with the anime, and now I'm gonna read the manga. That it made me go back to it, and it parts of the game that I played going back to the series. I'm like, oh yeah, that thing, that it intersects very well to me. Without, if you do decide to play the game without giving you spoilers, I'm trying not to give you any spoilers because it's free to play. By tip to everybody, treat it like an RPG in the beginning, and then as you get towards the end, it's a hero collector game, and they're gonna keep giving more acts to like keep going on in the story. But I think the story is pretty good. I like it. I would recommend it. Go for it. Thanks, I appreciate it. You love the way I think. Well, yeah, that's the thing. That I have not talked to friends because of spoilers. I have not talked to friends. I've been like, you know what? We were cool, and I'm not saying you're an evil person. You're not my favorite at the moment. You're not my favorite at the moment. I'm gonna need you not to. I'm gonna need you to be out of my face because I'm really considering punching you in the face, waiting for the cops to show up, and then explaining to them why I did it, and being like, if I gotta go to jail, but okay, all right. What I was doing though at this point was going over some of the changes that they just did. Which, if you start, you won't feel these changes as much. And if I'm being 100% fair, the changes that I would complain about, this stuff is a bit cosmetic. So as a matter of fact, I'm recording something right now, so don't worry if I sound like distant or like I'm talking to a crowd that doesn't exist. But I'm gonna come in now and say, based on what I'm looking at from the update, and I have to be honest, my focus has been on the craftable items because I want to go through these events. I am happy with the concept of Temple of Love, but because it requires going in there with like a co-op team, I'm gonna, like I said, save that for the evening. I'll do that tonight. To the top, that just seems like another way to get you some resources. That's cool. It's just saying play these game modes that you've been playing already, or that you've like paused on because you're like, I don't feel like it. It's just gonna get you more resources for doing that. Okay, cool. That's fine. The leaderboard stuff, I've already, from what I understand and what they said, the rewards for the leaderboard stuff is cosmetic. So yeah, after the end of the preseason, Star Guardians who achieve certain ranks will receive special tile rewards. It's cosmetic rewards for you to go at certain content, see how fast you can complete something, how high you can get on the leaderboard. That is going to be like a Whales heavy event. Whales are going to dominate that. That's fine because the reward is only cosmetic. You're just giving a title. Who cares? Well, they do, and if you do, that's whatever makes you happy. You know what? Sector 3 and 4 of Time Space Junction. Okay, cool. That's being released. Well, now 3 and then 4 on the Wednesday. That's fine. The thing that I really, really did focus in on was the craftable stuff. And I will say, when it comes to the pets that are craftable and the items in terms of the red demon, gray demon, and ancient dragon meat, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous the cost that these serve. I will not even look to craft these. This is going to be the kind of stuff that ends up being crafted on accident if I just so happen to have 450 pieces of the gray demon crystal or whatever. Like whatever it is that I'm not even... If I just so happen to have 450 pieces of the red demon's blood crystal or 450 daggum pieces. I'm so frustrated right now. It's annoying. It's annoying. 450 pieces of, what is this called? The Gray Demon's blood crystal. If I so happen to have that, okay, fine, I'll do it. I don't see myself just having that laying around, especially with the other stuff in the game that you need to craft. And then if I get to an end game point of having crafted all the armor and all the weapons I want, why would I then go attack that thing another 90 times to craft, to get like Gray Demon Hawk? By that point, you should hopefully have already had it drop for you. Hopefully. Why would I go through that? Why would I go through that nonsense? Why would I go through this? Getting all of these items crafted, I think this costs 10 cube keys as well, to get Baby Bonacro. Now, all that being said, complaining about these items and complaining about the pet, they're all superficial, like the title for the leaderboard. So I have to calm down in the sense of like, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's stupid expensive, but like life, a lot of unnecessary things, a lot of non-essential things are stupid expensive, and you can just say, I don't want to do it. So I'm not going to miss out on anything other than having a cute little Banacrow next to me when I'm walking. If I don't do that, I'm not going to miss out on anything except for not having... I can understand where the Hulk thing is a little bit more annoying because you do need the Gray Demon, Red Demon, and Ancient Dragon meat. Funnily enough, and I can go to it here because I've already got them. So the argument for the cost of them is a little bit more like I have Manta, right? That is something that you can fish. You can go fish and get that. And that's a glider. I would say do that. Because I think he's the coolest. But at the same time, also, you can go fish, grab a Manta, and you will end up with this. The Gray Demon Hawk. Okay, to me, Manta Hawk looks cooler. But Gray Demon, I can get if that's your vibe. Okay, cool. The Red Demon Hawk down here at the bottom. Again, it is superficial. He a little bit piggy. Maybe he's your favorite. Cool. Maybe he's your favorite. Go for it. But for me, not absolutely. It's a superficial thing. There are other far better mounts than him. So I can see where it is. Well, you saw me be frustrated by it, but at the same time, I got to pull it back and say like, well, this is like luxury stuff. It's non-essential stuff, so I can't be too upset about it. I can just be like, this is annoying. I wanted this. Now, when it comes to the weapons, I will say it is reasonable. Would I like for it to be cheaper to craft these weapons down here? Yes, I would. But these are SSR weapons that are newer weapons that increase the normal attack. I would like for this to be cheaper. And the main thing I would like to be cheaper is this Sunstone alloy. But if I'm looking at it like 30,000 foot view, the SSR Black Flame weapons are 16. This one is 24. So it's a 50% increase, to be fair. 33% decrease. Haha, that's why you use logs instead of percent changes. Anyway, why did I say that? But it's not the end of the world. I don't think it's that bad. It's more expensive. They better be good. But it's not like, oh my God, this is untenable. This means that instead of one day of farming platinum to get that platinum necessary for the SSR Black Flame swords, I can do 2 days of platinum farming, get the Breath of Glory weapons, and also not have to craft a Crimson SR weapon. So overall, like those are the main points to me that hit me the hardest when coming through this. Actually, and then the one that is absolutely that, and let me be, because this is infuriating to me. This is where it is like, okay, you guys are being jerks. Like this is the 80 of these. 80 of these when you get 5 going through Abyss. So I got to go through Abyss 16 times to craft one of these. And there are 3 in the set. So you want me to hit up this dude 48 times to craft these. Yes, there's a drop rate of where you might potentially get them in Abyss mode or not. And you go at it 48 times. If you can get through Abyss, because if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be a lower number if you're going through Nightmare, right? Or I think it's Hell. So that to me is the most unfair value in that whole like craftable section that's been improved. I'm gonna leave it off there. This has been me like just basically the events, cool, reserving judgment, but it's fun to just have new stuff to look at in terms of like things to like fight. The craftable items are what I really honed in on, and it is you got a couple things that are I'm trying to be positive, but some of this stuff is like you're being ridiculous. The weapons I'm good on, but like the accessories that's really expensive, and then the pets and the items, I'm out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time. All right, so let me see your question. 7 mysterious questions that science couldn't answer. I like how the concept of the creatures are like hybrids. What? Where's that from? Stop recording. So yeah. Dadgummit. This is obnoxious. Okay. So I think what I will do is try to craft those weapons. Oh, you mean the concept of, oh, you mean like in the game, like in Seven Deadly Sins, how they're hybrid. This is a, well, no, I can see what you're talking about. I can see what you're talking about. This though is a little bit special to Hawk specifically because of once you get him, which I think is you get him free in the game, you can then mutate him into these other things by feeding him these other types of meat. So that's unique to him. The other creatures themselves is very like Avatar: Last Airbender, where you have like you can see where the quote unquote creativity came from for these creatures to exist. Put it that way. Okay, so one thing I will do. What? Yeah. All right. Sorry. I had a list of things that I wanted to do, but now this new stuff in there has me shifting my thought process. So I wanted to do the black flame weapons. However, it feels as though I was looking at crit damage for Gila, and I was looking at actually crit damage was both the lance and the rapier. Now it seems as though I want the rapier to be normal. Attack would be good because I'm using it to build the burst gauge. So that's a plus. So I think I will focus in on farming the platinum necessary to make the sunstone alloy necessary to make the first SSR weapon from that new series. And then I'll put that on Gila. And then I'll eventually do the lance as well. So it's going to be more expensive. I'm kind of doing the farming now. Let's see. Let's see how far away I am from crafting those things. Let's do that first. We're going to go ahead and remove you, remove you, remove you, remove you. We'll go all the way down. That and that. So oh no, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. I need to go hit up the Gila dungeon 2-3 times, craft some sun alloy, and then I can make this, and then I got to go back at the Gila dungeon like a few times. So we'll go into the Gila dungeon now like 2 or 3 times. I don't know if I want to take it seriously or if I just want to scoot through it. I still haven't beaten it on Abyss yet, so not even sure I'll be ready for that. But we will go ahead and go through. Yeah, the handle's already created for it and everything. All right, let's go ahead and hit up the Gila dungeon real fast, and then you can see some gameplay. Dungeons, Gila. I think they still have the timer on there, right? Yeah, that hurts. Okay, so this will be the first time I've completed this. And then I'll do some pulls, and let's hope I get king. Most likely I will not. I'm not that kind of lucky. Let's see. Do I have everybody I want? I think so. So let's try it with this team, my strongest team. Yep, so they removed the timer in that sense. I probably, oh, is it charged up? It is charged up. Let's go. Hey, dove sai, sta qua. There we go. Running through. I'm still speed running this, honestly. Part of this is like to keep my health up. The other part of it is I really don't want to deal with these dudes. It's just obnoxious more than anything else. Hey, off me. Hey. And of course I got to recharge now. And I do not have Clotho set to be hurry. Yep, not gonna happen. All right, so we're gonna need you guys to come over here. Follow me. Follow me. We'll pull out Daisy. We'll put out her flower. We'll put out her other flower. Okay, you guys can get eaten up by them for a little bit. We're gonna pull out Diane and put in some of this work. Catch these hands, catch these hands. There you go, catch these hands. And then we can pull out Meliodas, burst gauge, demon time. All right, so although to quote Jig, you say you want demon time, and I think you sound foolish. Oh boy. Let's go. You still there? You didn't see all your other friends die? Why are you still following me? Go away. So needy. All right. So there we go. There. There. And through the rabbit hole. Clotho, help me out here. And there's Hulk. And now Gila is going to be a problem, but now I could take my time because there's not like a 5-minute time limit. Okay, so I don't necessarily want to. You know what we can do? We can go ahead and put this out real fast. Put this out real fast, and then try to attack you like this. Yep, we're gonna let you do that whole thing. Go ahead, get it out. Get out your system. All right, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Move out the way. Thank you, lightning flowers, whatever we should call you. Let's move this out the way. And now we'll pull in Meliodas. Check. Check. Let's go. Let's go. We're almost dead already. Because this Gila hits hard. Bet. Oh no, we are not gonna make it. Because my style sucks. Nope. Away. I need you. And I've already used all my tag points. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are not gonna make it here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do this. And then this. Oh no, wrong direction. And then this. I did it. I did my rotation incorrectly. And then we're going to put Diane in. And then if you hit us, yes, we're healing as you hit us because I have the runes up. Oh, nope. She hit me too hard. She hit me a little bit too hard. We still don't have the time limit. So what we're going to do is eat. So that will increase our attack by 12%. Oh no, or did I eat it in the wrong order? I think I did. Oh no. Well, let's increase. Oh no, I did eat it in the wrong order completely. Let's go here then. Just to get the HP up. That's twice 34, 25, 59. So 76. This should get us up there. All right, cool. That's good. Let's try without the flower just so I'm not so distracted by that. And try to dodge a bit more. I feel as though I would feel better. I feel as I would feel better. I feel as I want to have a lane in here. Bet. See, just one of those hits suck. All right, so let's do this. Ugh. Get back. Back. Give me 3 feet. Back up. No. Oh, wow. That's a lot of things that hurt me all at once. That's not fair. You should only do one of those things. Not all of them. Oh, get away from me. Nope. Get away from me. Bet. Oh, we got that going at least. So Meliodas, come in, please. Move away. Get away. Get away. Bet. Okay, we got it charged up. So if I can get trying, I need to stall for 2 more seconds. 2 more seconds. Bet. Cool. Bet. Let's do that. And then we need circle. And now we pull in Diane. Bet. And let's hope to God I can get her. Move out of the way. Yeah, okay, so that got me some heals going. I need you to stack that up. I need this to happen. And I need you to I need the ultimate from Diane as well. Like 2 levels of healing need to happen very soon. Oh, that's not what I wanted to have happen at all. Ooh. Oh, yeah, we're dead, bro. We are dead, bro. We are so dead. Yep. 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 I kind of want to lane in now over Daisy. I don't know that that helps though. But I do kind of want a lane in over Daisy. I don't know. I think my style is too reckless, and I end up needing like extra barrier and stuff to make up for that reckless behavior. Yeah. Actually, let me check this real quick. We can use Daisy Flower for magic charging. Yeah. And thanks, buddy. Thanks for joining. Could do. The thing I was using, but for magic charging, that doesn't necessarily benefit the others on the team, though, right? Give me the full break, because right now who I have on the team right now is Diane. She's sitting there. She's there to build the burst gauge up, and then you come in with Meliodas, obviously, to crack skulls. Outside of that, Clotho is providing the heal support because she's going to put out her runestones, her rune ward. So the problem I'm having with Clotho a little bit is that no, it's not even that. It's not even that big of a deal. I was doing the rotation. I was mistiming the rotation. That's more my fault than anything else. What I should have done, or at least one of the things I think I should have done, is when I hit the burst gauge with Diane, I need to focus in on getting 5 more hits so I can get the barrier up for Diane before I pull in Meliodas. That way we can take more damage and have the barrier running. That's what I'm thinking. But give me your thoughts on the magic charging and how that benefits at least the team I have now. If you're talking about like a different build, let me know. Okay. I'm wondering if I should go at the Gila dungeon again, or if I just go ahead and stack up the resources to get the rapier and then go at the Gila dungeon later. That's the question I have right now. Because even if I get the rapier now, that one is gonna go on Gila herself. And I'm not going to use Gila for this dungeon. I'm going to use Gila for the Galand boss challenge. That's the question. And I don't know. It looked like, and I'm not even joking, and this is probably, in fact, I'm sure it's me. It didn't look like I was even close to taking out Gila. Not even close. I suck. All right, so what I'm going to, although I could do resource farming in the Abyss, while you let me know what the business is, I think I'm gonna. You can use Daisy's first to get magic charge, then Diane's burst using the ultimate, then Meliodas. So Daisy comes out first. We use her special attack to get the 3 magic, then Diane for burst, and then Diane's ultimate for burst, and then Meliodas. But the question is, and I'm asking, and I mean this genuinely, I'm not even trying to be like thick about it. I thought that the only time the magic charge really was beneficial was to have it for characters like Daisy when she has her sword and shield, and I'm using her to stack up those magic points and then basically nuke whoever's in front of us. But then Daisy has the sword and shield in that point. All right. I'm going to go into this and then go up to the golem. And let me close this thing down real fast. So yeah, forgive me if I'm being thick, but I'm really trying to like truly understand the mechanics of it. Oh no, I missed the circle. Okay. Okay, I was about to say, come on now, Hawk. You can make that. Let's go. Hey yo. In fact, this might be the place where I do that. All right, so that one A. I've beaten this guy plenty of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We switch you in. And then I'm going to try that Daisy thing that you mentioned before. Well, I mean, I have enough life bar on him to do that. So, bro, drop Clotho, bring a lane. It would be a better setup. I think to that point, I think it would be a better setup if I dropped Daisy and brought in a lane. Because at least with Clotho, I can heal. With Daisy, I'm not really using her at all. I'm stuck in this daggum structure. I think if I brought in a lane, and again, this is me asking more than telling. I feel like if I brought in a lane over Daisy, then I walk in with barrier. Hey, this is it. I walk in with barrier. I have Clotho to put rune wards up to heal when we do inevitably lose life. Diane, same when she does her thing. Daisy can stun when you get burst. If she's running sword and shield, or no, when she runs her grimoire, but she can't. Can she daze? Can she daze? I mean, I guess daze is the right word. Can she stun Gila? I thought the bosses didn't get stunned like that. So if I get burst gauge and I bring in, honestly, I should just keep doing this. If I get burst gauge and then I bring in Daisy, she's gonna stun Gila. Oh, thanks for watching, by the way. And for those others who are really, I'm going to try that now. And then if it works, I'm going to go back and do what you said then. Even though I love Clotho. Okay. Clotho, I wish I could be better for you. You deserve better. So yeah, let's just rush through this real fast. And then I'm going to try to do that. What you suggested. Get away. Get the fuck away. And I know I won't beat it this time, but now that I know the quote unquote strategy, let's see. And this is, and you're saying, just to be sure, and this you're saying based off of, well, no, I have stunned people with Daisy before. I just didn't think it was possible with Gila. All right. That's on me. Let's see. Let's see. Bet. All right. So now that we're here, funnily enough, can I do this and stack up the room? Nope, not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to attack. I was trying to heal a little bit before going out to mess with this woman, but I guess that's not gonna happen unless I land attacks, right? You still aren't stacking them up. Give them to me. Give them to me. Give them to me. Give them to me. Get away from me. All right, so this. Now let's stack this gauge up. Get away from me, lady. You're so mean. All right, there we go. Bet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We got the barrier. Boom. She's not stunned. She is not stunned. She's still alive. Run away. Okay. Ooh, and then we are to the side. Boop. Yep, dead. I'm just here so I won't get fired. Yeah, I pulled her in after she had the burst, and no, no stun. Are you saying there's a chance to stun? Because that's a different story. And I've seen her stun before doing that. I didn't think it was possible in like dungeon bosses and like boss challenges. That's where my question came in. She does build the burst gauge, which is very beneficial when I'm going at field, not burst gauge, the days gauge. So when I'm going at Bonacro, for example, one of like the smaller bosses, you can pull up the flower and she just, oh, also the golem that was in there as well that you saw me take the resources from. She'll stack up that stun gauge a lot, but then she won't, what's the word I'm looking for? She won't do it for the bosses. At least that's open the burst, open burst, then stun her with the daisy flower. But it doesn't. But well, it doesn't stun immediately, but it does stack the stun. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Because that flower does stack the days gauge. 100%. 100%. Okay. So I am gonna put Elaine in now over Clotho, just for the added barrier. Team. But I feel like this is more my inability to play than Clotho's value. I still love her. Oh, might want to have the right weapon as well. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Start with Daisy, drop the flower, then boost them, then get burst. Okay. That's what I was doing before though. And I will say this, I was doing that before. I saw the days gauge. Why can't I say that word? Increase, but it wasn't doing it fast enough to allow me to get around it. Okay. All right, all right, all right. So let's see. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. By the way, I'm one of those kind of content creators where it's like I take knowledge from everybody. I like everybody talking and giving their advice and stuff like that. So long as it's respectful and everything and people aren't trolls. I love that stuff. So I am here for all of the tips and tricks and whatever people see it, I'll give you guys your credit for helping me out. Appreciate you. All right, now let's go to back into the Abyss dungeon. Now, just as a way so that I don't, like I'm not completely wasting time on her, I am still going to go to the Crystal Golem and take him out. So I at least get 3 of the Gila whatchamahoozits before I end up getting my face kicked in by Gila herself. Let's do this. Hey, why is this exit complicated? Just move the wall. All right. Hey, you know what? Just not my day to day. Apparently my thumbs don't want to work. There's Hulk. This is the only Hulk that I really wanted. I don't know why. I do not know why, but this is the only Hulk I really wanted. Okay, so, but to that point of what you were saying, oh, wait a minute. You're right. Because I used to, the first things I used to do with Daisy were this and this. And then I would switch in, yeah, I would switch in Diane and do this. Why did I stop doing that? I think it's because I got too happy with Clotho. Why did I shift that strategy? I don't know. But that was the first thing I would always do with this gold. Well, any fight actually was pull this in. Yeah, so much faster. Was pull Daisy in, run the flower. And for some reason, I don't know why, not even saying it's any kind of like intelligent reason, I stopped doing the special attack after I was running in doing the flower, the normal skill or whatever the hell they want to call them. I stopped doing it. And I cannot tell you why. It was stupid. But let's go ahead and give it a shot and see how this goes this time. Hey, Dovet, come here. Ooh, of course it needs to be recharged because why do I want to still deal with these dadgum minions? All of these quality of okay, let me stop. I'm about to say like some just ups, and I'm trying to keep positive vibes, guys. There we go. You guys stay there, and let's bring in Daisy to mess y'all up. And then we bring you in to finish them off. I hope so. You have more faith in me than I have in myself. I appreciate you. It will happen eventually. It will, I think. My power level says that it should do, but it is what it is. Let's see if we got it. And actually, I think, are my cools down reset? They said something, and this I'm asking you guys about this too. They said something about in the developer notes where they were going to change the resets of special skills when you get to a boss fight in a dungeon, something along those lines. And that sounded like a negative to me. Because if I've stacked up, oh, it was magic points as well. If I've stacked up my magic points and everything to a degree that's like that's where I want it, why are you resetting that when I get into the boss fight? Unless I completely misread that part of the developer notes. Like why would you do that to me? Hey, get away from me. Okay, bet. All right, so first step, Elaine, barrier, run out, flower, then special, then Diane. Let's handle this lady. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wait till you activate. Do that barrier, run away, run away. Daisy, come here. Hey, what's up? Hit that off. Boom. Come on in. Bet. You are too. Oh, the Wolverine. Oh, she's doing the Wolverine. Oh no, get away from me. Oh, she. Oh no. Oh no. I was being funny at first, but this is getting bad. She's still. That barrier. Let me see. I got my barrier up, and she immediately wipes it out. Bruh. Bet. Is my armor's the problem? Because it feels like one hit and I've lost like 20% of my health. Like I want to look at this again, and this is the other quote unquote issue. Whenever I do like guys or character stuff, whatever, it might be the sports in me. I need to record what's happening and then go back and look at the video I've recorded to see where my mistakes were. And the problem is that I'm setting up everything for her. So you missed your Daisy skill there. I hit. I thought I hit it. I thought I hit it. Okay. See, thank you. That's exactly what I mean. Is that I'll go back and then I'll look at the video of what I've done and I'll be like, oh, that's where I screwed up. But I can't do it necessarily in real time if I'm focused on trying to get the rotations right, which is a me problem, of course. But 34, 51, 68. I don't trust her. Don't you do that. Yo, can I walk? Can I run up in here with Midnight Fang, please? That would be nice. Can I run up in here with Midnight Fang and just like stomp on her face with that, please? Please, y'all made us do a lot of work to get Midnight Fang. It'd be nice if I could use him in a battle. Okay, use her in a battle. Okay, all right, 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 all right. Okay, 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 okay. Here we go. We go in barrier. I don't stop flipping at me like that. That is so inappropriate. I don't know why inappropriate is the word I chose. There we go. Special attack, bet. Now we come here, bet. We got you. That does make it shoot more often. Thanks for that tip. Running away. Give me the bird. How? You were backing up. You were backing up. You were backing up. How did you still get me? And I know I should be bringing Meliodas in, but I need her to hit me a little bit so I can stack up some heals. I did not mean to push that button. But at least we got some damage out there. Elaine, are you ready with your shields? Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's get over here. Let's do this flower again. Let's run the special. Okay. That did not work the way I wanted it to. And the barrier is immediately gone. Oh my God. Just what in the world is this lady? You need to find a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever makes you happy. But you seem very unhappy at the moment. Very unhappy at the moment. Why are you so aggressive? Oh, halfway through it. Stay stunned, please. Stay stunned forever. I would appreciate that greatly. That would make me so happy if you just never woke up again. I think that's known as death, but you get my point. You get my point. Watch out. She's mean. Stay away. Told y'all she's mean. Stay away. My health bar is back up. Thank you, Diane. Oof. Oof a doof. Oh, is she stunned yet? Oh, nope, nope. Burst gauge is there, so it's going to work. But, oof. Okay, so you know what? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you 100%. I can't read while you while I'm playing. I'm sorry. I'm not that talented. Oh, she's still stunned. She's stunned for like a hot minute when this happens. Get over here. I need to do the sustain thing again. Boom. Now, can we stack up this health bar again? Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Now we can do this. Boom. You guys might have... Oh, why didn't I record this? I guess I can... Oh, I meant to get Meliodas in there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I need this button to not be done yet. Bet. We can go here. We'll just do barrier just to be on the safe side. You get over there. Actually, let's get this flower out. This was the smartest thing anybody has ever told me in my life ever. I love this flower. I'm going to go buy flowers today when I go grocery shopping just because of this moment. I need flowers in my life. Y'all rock. Y'all the best. Oh. Hate that woman. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. All the help. Bunny, iPlazy? We can say iPlazy. What's up, Plazy? If I say it wrong, please correct me. I am going to legitimately... I did not mean to hit the table like that. I apologize for that. You right. Hey. You right. You right. You win. You and Bunny win today's stream. Oh, let me do this real quick before I get distracted, which I'm already distracted. I am legit going to write this down so that I can... The one time I don't MF and record is a moment where I'm like actually, and I'm happy all the time when I play and stuff, and I'm always excited, but no, I need that. Gila at hour, let's say hour 30, 25 minutes. So I can be sure to show like all the instructions you guys gave me and all that love and that support. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. All right, so we'll do that. I'll try to snag it from the stream and it'll be lower quality, but it'll be something. Thumbs up. I appreciate you. And now I need to do that how many more times in order to get the rapier? Damn. That felt good though. I will say this, and this is not to ask for help. This is just saying I still think that the most difficult, hardest, I want you to die most boss is the Spider Queen, Shakira. She's the worst. She's the worst in this game to me. Absolute worst. But now that I know that method, the method to that madness that is Gila, love it. And I will say this. I still haven't done a died. a guide on Diane yet. And I'll ask this opinion. I'll ask you guys too, since you guys really helped me walk me through this. I would, like I say all the time, like there are people who know this game far better than me and who are much smarter in most games, honestly. In all games, if I'm being real, most people. Um, Gallon is the worst for you, really. He's obnoxious. I don't know if I would call him worst, but you think Gallon is the worst? Okay. Albeit, I say this having not touched Abyss yet. I haven't touched Gallon in Abyss yet. It's a horrifying proposition. It's a horrifying, but Spider Queen I think still would still be that, like, if she was real I would punch her in the face. You know what I mean? Like it you frustrate me so much. You frustrate me so much. Like the person who came up with Shakira, I don't know if you should get a salary increase or fired. I don't know. Like you made the game challenging and hard and difficult and frustrating. Yeah, so I guess a salary increase, but you're making my life hell. So we gonna need you out this office building. Like I think she's the worst for me. But I will say Gallon is no like. You know what it is with Gallon? Sometimes I feel like I can. Sometimes I run. I'm not doing that. Sometimes I feel like I can't. Like he's nothing. Not nothing, but like, oh no, I got this. And then sometimes it's like I can't touch him. And it's obnoxious and it's not consistent, if that makes sense. I was farming him the day before yesterday. Let me actually do some stuff on the screen. I was farming him the day before yesterday, and just one of the and this is like lower level. This is like I have not I walked into time space and got my face kicked in and walked back out. I like had to do him like 5 or 7 times, whatever the hell. And one of those times he just refused to die. He refused to be touched. He refused to die. Everything I did in terms of timing was off. He just like, it was obnoxious. It was like, I've been kicking your ass this entire time. And then you picked this one time to be the most infuriating thing. That I will say that about Gallon. I will say that about Gallon. Time space is not, I'm building my rosters. I'm building my team. I know where my limitations are. You know, we'll get there when we get there. I'm not rushing time space. Like I'm still, I won't say new to the game, but I'm far from end game. You know what I'm saying? So like, I went in there on somebody on the stream was like, go in there, let's just see, and knowing that I was gonna lose, and I lost bad. It was not. It was no sir, no sir. It was not okay. All right, let's do some pulls real quick because we do get. I will say as well. I'm putting this in at the video that I just recorded. By the way, big shout out to Bunny and I Play ZP. I'm gonna say it wrong every time, and I apologize. They just helped me get through like the Abyss dungeon for Gila. Be on the lookout for that video probably tomorrow, day after tomorrow. This video comes out hopefully today, and I just spent a lot of time complaining about the developer notes. There's some good and there's some bad, but I did focus on the negative. I don't necessarily like doing that. When it's necessary, it's necessary. One thing I will say is this. They decided to give us a gang of regular, I call them orbs. They say they're tickets, but it's not a ticket if it's an orb. Whatever, dog. They gave us a gang of these, so I'm going to pull this now, but I'm very happy with this because in the end, we're going to end up with 140 of these orbs, which will put you, truth be told, you'll probably get, if you don't get a SSR along the way, you'll probably get 2, if not 3 SSRs just because of the resources that come with pulling these characters. You'll also be able to buy more orbs in the store. So you'll end up with, I think, at least 2 SSRs, not having to invest anything more than what comes from here. So I'm going to do these pulls. I'm very, very happy about this part of it. Be sure to log in every day. They're giving you 10 a day for 14 days. It's awesome. So I'm going to do that now and see what I get. If they give me another Gila, I've pulled Gila like 35,000 times. I still don't have King. We're not doing this part though. Or maybe I need to do it for streamer luck. It is pretty animation. I will give him that. It is very, very pretty. It is very pretty. It is very pretty. The game is a pretty game though, right? All right. So we'll let that run that one time. It is. They did a good job with the artwork and everything on this game. It's really, really well done. In any case, I'm watching this whole video to maybe it increases my chances. I doubt it. You finally got Drake and Dreyfus today. Drake is big for finding those chests. That congratulations on that. And Dreyfus ensures that you don't have to do that mining mount that I've already talked about in the video. He one-shots the mining stuff. Why do I get SR everything but SR Lance? I'm not complaining because I mean it is all free stuff, but like I'm a little complaining. I'm a little bit. It'd be nice to get an SSR though. I mean, I'll even take Gila. Oh well. It is what it is. I'm still in a good mood. Shout out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Okay, now I can stop recording. All right. But no, Dreyfus one-shotting the mine thing, that is huge. That's huge. I can't remember who told me that, but like finding that out where I can go up to those ores and just one shot. That's why I put him on my explore team. He's right there. Whenever I'm going to go mine for platinum or whatever, I'm running with Dreyfus and he's just going out and cracking stones. All right. What was the thing I was just thinking about doing? The Hawk Pass. Bet. Okay. Oh, and it was now I need to know how many of those things I have in order to form the I'm right at 40. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we are gonna craft this rapier. I probably shouldn't say that with too much flourish because YouTube is gonna think I'm saying the wrong word. This. And I was gonna put this on Gila. You think that's better? The adventure? I don't know that I have the adventure one. Can you craft it? Doesn't look like you can craft it though. Because I've already passed like this is the Chaos Song one. And I don't think. Let me check what she has on her now. Yeah, I just have Blazing. I don't have the Adventure one. Or maybe let me check my bag. Might have it in my bag somewhere. Can't craft it. Boo. Let's see. Maybe it's in the bag somewhere. Jet Black. Well, that's the longsword. Yeah, the Jet Black. Crit damage. Nah, your boy ain't that fortunate. And these are all just equipped things. So I will say this. That's for burst efficiency. I hear you. I feel you. I think I'm going to do this one for Gila anyway. That rapier for Gila anyway. And then worst case scenario, when it changes, I will shift it to somebody else's weapons. Albeit, now that you mention it, that's probably the recommended rapier for every single character for burst efficiency. So 12% is noticeable. 12% that's a good. If I said I was going to give you a 12% raise at your job, you wouldn't be upset about it. But no, so then I can put this one, the newer one, on her. And then there is Jericho, who could use the other rapier. Yeah, Black Flame. She could, well, I'll probably keep that on her. Okay. Anyway, I'm not using her for burst anyway. At least not now. Who knows what the future brings? Okay. So, yep. Let's go ahead and form that weapon. If I have enough platinum and enough other resources to do it, uh, I am gonna have to get up in a second and make myself a coffee and go use the little boy's room. So let me see. Um, nope. I got to get used to the reorganization of stuff. The platinum, I don't think I have enough to make. So I got to go farm platinum in order to get. And this is where that's. And I, of course, things have to get more expensive if you get closer and closer to the end game. Of course they do. But damn it, I can still complain about it. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it. But I'm going to complain a little bit. Man. Okay. So actually, before I get to the mining thing, what we will do is I will go use the bathroom and I will go make my coffee. So I will be right back in like 3 minutes. So I use Gila's rapier for Escanor to help build that burst gauge and put extra burns so that it makes his healing with the axe more efficient. His healing and damage with the axe more efficient. So Gila is the running mate for Escanor for me. Like in the beginning, it was like Jericho was the running mate for Meliodas with me, but that quickly shifted over to Diane. Also, just like Clotho, if I'm running Jericho and Manny, Clotho is gonna be like that. Like those are the three. But yeah, there's platinum available in the new event shop. Here's the thing about that, and I will say, as I'm about to, this is the thing I will say. For these event shops, this one, I have a tendency to be like, I'm getting this other stuff first. I'll go get the platinum. Is it? Wait, actually, I don't even see where they have the platinum here. You might be talking about the other event shop. Like, I'm gonna get the. This is the first thing I'm buying the most of. Um, I mean, I guess that they only give you one. Starfire. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting all this other stuff. Platinum is going to be last on this event store. You might mean the other event store, which is the event store of love, event story love thing. Which watching the opening to that was funny. Um, actually, healing efficiency. You have heroes. Yeah, platinum's going to be the last thing I go for here. Well, gold is going to be the last thing, but I think you get my point. I want that other stuff. Aiming for your heart, longsword. That's just cute. Yeah, by the way, Valentine's shop, and I said this before. Isn't this shop like 3 months too late? Or 9 months too early? What are we doing? All right, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the bathroom desperately. Be back in 3 minutes. Okay. Okay. So, and actually, I think there's another place where I could get platinum, and I think I even have one of those bags where I can select a metal. So let's go here first. Go down to the plat. No, it's here. Why it's here, I still don't understand, but it is what it is. We're gonna grab this platinum first. Bet. Confirm. All right. One second. I should not be using coffee as literally my lunch right now, but it is what it is. I'll probably drop off stream in about an hour because I do have to go grocery shopping, home admin stuff. Being an adult sucks. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop complaining. Been doing a lot of complaining lately. I need to chill. Need to chill and be a little bit more thankful. All right. So, hey, there we go. So we're going to farm this platinum real quick. Let me go ahead and change to my explore team, actually. Where you at? Who you with? Okay. Bet. Bet. Dreyfus. Boom. All right. Wait, actually, you said, Bunny, you said you just got Dreyfus? What level are you at right now? I just realized that you said that. And I think for me at least, I have every SR and I only SSR missing is king. Will you get off the wall, bruh? I also need to set up my microphone in some kind of better way. Um, hmm. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Let's get you up here. I've noticed that. Okay, I've noticed a theme. My mounts are all purple, or at least they have some purple in them. I did not realize that until just now. Oh, it even got that one way over there. That was kind of cool. Ba-da-da-da-da. And you. Next is over there. The area that I dislike the most for some reason, even though it's not that difficult. I might also want to hit this transition button. There we go. Let's go ahead and get. I don't know why I pulled you out because you're about to go right back in. I don't know why you're climbing. There we go. Come on, you can make it, buddy. We're almost there, buddy. And now you're out. Okay, cool. And then on to the next one, which we'll do this right fast. Slot you down. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I should be mining silver right now because apparently that's one of the seasonal things. Mine silver while it's raining. There's got to be a more fun way to do this. All right, so I'm sure there's not. And they have not increased the platinum economy despite the fact that we have added platinum costs. Yay. That's fair. How real world of them. Next up. Wait a second. And this was the other thing that I was wondering. But these don't count. These are different scales, right? Corrupted ancient dragon scales. Yeah, these are different. These are different than the Bannercrow scales. So I was right to be upset about the cost of crafting baby Bannercrow. Funny thing is, I know this routine, this rotation of getting this platinum so much. I don't know why I even still do tracking on the map. Like it, I think we all by this point know exactly where it is and how to get to it. I don't know why I still do the tracking. You have to do it every day. Oh. Get away, wasps. And every day I come over here and grab these sunstone, the sunstone ore, or the sun ore, I guess is what it's called. Maybe it's sunstone ore, whatever. I still grab it because it's over there to the left. On your left. And now, actually, I have to add that to my list of things to farm. Sunstone and plat. All right. Okay. So, and do I have enough platinum now? Here's hoping. 14 on top of the 10 I have. That gives me exactly 24. And I think I needed exactly 24 to make 12 sunstone alloys. Okay, no, it's a little bit more. Okay. But I don't have I only need one. So I should be able to make enough. But let's go try to get how many of these I can make? I can make 5 now. I mean, might as well get them started because we know what's going to happen next. But yeah, Sunstone Alloy is now one of those that has to be favorited. Dadgum. And anything else. No, I think we'll stick with this. And I'm not going to do the lance because I don't even use the lance like that. So. These other costs, like this thing right here, Cursed Pearl earrings, having to fight Galland 16 times to get one of these accessories is crazy work. That is insane. Let's see. Let's go down here, gather this stuff up as well. And then see if we can go to the shop and stack up enough to do another 10 pull. Seeing so they supposedly changed stuff. I can't really see a difference. Your weekly stuff is one was changed from like 3,000 to 300. This thing, Remnants of the Rift, used to be 3,000 and they changed it to 300 or something. None of that matters though. We can get one of these if we wanted. I would like to have 5 of those, please. And I don't think I can get them anywhere else. So I'd have to go after the actual star fragments. And I still need the platinum to upgrade the rapier to level 70. And I still need the gold to upgrade it to level 40. How much gold do I have now? Dang, this is about to be a nightmare. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. How much gold do I have right now? 14. That should be okay to upgrade. I think you need 12, right? Oh, that's about to be a pain. Absolutely. Let's switch teams, actually. And I still want to run with Clotho instead of Elaine on this team. However, Diane's ability to take damage and heal was massive. And I would still be able to use it, ish. And I only really had to use the barrier from Elaine at the beginning and like a couple times. It wasn't that I used it a bunch. Once I had the rhythm of it going, then Elaine became a non-factor. Wasn't used as much. I guess I'll experiment with that tonight. Tonight after I get done with all my other stuff. Let's double check. All right. Oh no, they're not. I don't even want to hear from them. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. Again, back to that whole as an adult. Woohoo! Holla at your boy. I'm happy. All right, I got to go give a shout out to the homie. Super, 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 super happy. Let me go ahead and add this Einschreibung. Sorry, I'm speaking in German. Let's go ahead and do that right fast. Error. Change in enrollment. What? Jeez. Oh, I do play Bleach Soul Resonance. I actually just did a. I'm way more experienced in that game. Although I need to fix my rotations and stuff at that game than this one. I have a guide that will be coming out tomorrow. I edited it this morning, and I think because of the developer notes from this game today, I'm gonna release this game's video today. Then I'm gonna release the Bleach Soul Resonance guide tomorrow. And then I'm going to release a video of you guys helping me through Gila the day after that. I was just thinking about that when I was making my coffee, the order I want to do, because I know how I do 2 games and people don't necessarily like it when their content creator does 2 games. Do I have enough? I do have enough. So I try not to bombard. What's up, Yang? I try not to bombard people with Bleach and 7 Deadly Sins content because I know that Venn diagram is very small. So I try to like here, there, here, there, here, there. But yeah, I do Bleach Soul Resonance. I love that game. I finally got the controller set up. And so I'm about to enter the journey of relearning Bleach with the controller. But yeah, love that game. Hey man, what's up? I defeated Sector 2 2-star and decided the last star reward ain't worth it because it's annoying. Well, you're doing better than me. I haven't done anything in like time space at all. What team were you running in Sector 2? What was your team? I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This was a good day so far. It's been a good day so far. So far, granted, spoiler alert, but I won't even say what. But the team that I wanted to win in the in the Western Conference did not win last night. I won't say who in case you haven't seen it. One, but it was still fun to watch, right? Then I watched the baseball highlights. A couple of teams there I wanted to win won in a fun way. I don't gamble or anything. I just have like teams I follow. Then I come here. The homies help me out, fixing up, knocking down Gila. I see some weapons there that I can relatively quickly craft. You know what I'm saying? Like the contract from my new gym membership, the gym I'm gonna be going to, that came through just now. So your boy's gonna be hooping tomorrow. Back to hooping 3 days a week, and then going to the gym 4 days a week or however much. That's gonna be fun. That's live, and I owe my homie the homie Noah, a big shout out. Yeah, I'm in a good spirit right now. I don't know if I want to ruin my mood by trying to get my face kicked in by time space. I did sector 1 in 2 minutes, 1 second. It's just 1 second away from 3-star. Okay. All right. So here we go. Bunny, Yang Wolf, I Plays EP, if you're still in. If you're doing time space junction, do me a favor and write in what teams you're using for what sector. Okay. This won't be something I'll go over now, not like in detail. I'll talk to you guys about it now. This will probably be something tomorrow, early morning. Well, early morning for me. I'm in Switzerland. Early morning that I'll maybe come on and stream because then I'm gonna leave. There we go. We're almost there. Hey, do what I want. Why won't you do what I want? Why won't you respond? You jerks. Here we go. And then I can give it a shot and see how bad I do. For 2 stars, I did Manny Dual Swords, Escanor just for the damage over time amplification, Daisy, and Slater. I saw your video on Clotho, and after I decided to skip her, I pulled Let's Go Gambling free to play on mobile. I love Clotho. I will say this, and someone did bring it up, but I do love her. She is Diane, like the healing part of it. Diane is theoretically better, and I like it. In the sense of you just run her ultimate and then you get hit. With Clotho, to varying degrees, it is slightly more difficult, more quote unquote clunky, but it depends on how far you're trying to get. If you're just good with the rune stones, it's fine. If you're trying to get the rune wards, you're fine. If you're trying to maximize the rune wards, you have to be set up in a certain way and run her rotation in a certain way. Which slower bosses, not so great. Great for faster bosses, not so great. However, if you run her and Diane together, you get this like insane amount of healage. With her rapier, she's actually, if you do her rotation correctly, which I did not do, which I did not do in the video, but after I kept playing and like practicing and stuff, it went, and she stacked that burst gauge up almost as fast as Diane, and I think Diane's the fastest. And then when you get to her staff, that is the weapon that is clunky. I like what it does. I really, really do. It can be clunky to get that rotation off, and it does have limited use cases. So, that being real. Sector 1, 3-star. Melly Slater. What am I missing out on Slater? What is it about Slater that makes him a boss? And Gila for burst. You have Gila for burst. And I'm assuming, given what I just learned about Gila, the dungeon boss, you use Daisy's flower to come in after Gila's burst to help stun the boss in time space. And then Melly comes in and cracks skulls. Bunny, Sector 1, Meliodas, Manny Staff, Gila Rapier, and then Tiore for healing. I would probably have to replace Tiore with Clotho. Albeit, if I run Diane, I could do Diane instead of... But he's weak to fire, isn't he? Sector 1 is weak to fire. So that's part of the reason why Gila's in there. But then my question would be Sector 2, Escanor Holy. Okay. Tiore Healer, Manny Dual Sword, Daisy Grimoire. Okay. 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 What is the passive of Breath of Glory? Let's see. Because I was just about to craft it now. I don't see. Don't they touch? Or do you have to craft it first before? I'm gonna craft this anyway, so let me just do it. Let me mess up my account so you don't have to. I'm gonna craft this now anyway. I have everything I need. Um, yeah. All right. Let me craft it, and then I'll tell you after it's crafted. So stay tuned. In 4 minutes, 6 seconds, you'll know. Um, okay. I'm stealing all of this information right fast. Sorry, guys. And I will be trying this tonight on my, I would say couch, but I have a gaming chair that I use. This very chair right here. I just roll it into the living room, move my PlayStation to the living room, roll this into the living room, and then leave my office. And I'm like, what's up? I am here to play. So let's do that here. Bet. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and try this stuff out and see how it goes. Slater's super good. He has a 30% crit damage to any hero, I guess is what you mean, when the enemy is bleeding, and also reduces 20% of crit resistance. I'm looking into Hauser now with his new engraved set, potentially 75% crit resistance. Okay. And thanks for joining, Raken. You're not going to stream the runs later. I will, but not later today. That's the problem. I have to like actually get up and leave half an hour, and then I'll be gone. And by the time I come back, I won't be streaming. But I will stream them. I could even stream them tomorrow, truth be told. But I want to give them a shot as well. You know what? You know what? You know what? Because you guys helped me out, what I should honestly do is just record all of my attempts and then show you guys how how horrible I am at them. But yeah, we'll find a way to stream it. We can find a way to stream it, and I'll record it while I do it and see how it goes. I'm trying to decide if it's better for me to do it. I'll ask you guys if it might be better for me to record it if I'm going to actually see what happens and show my mistakes. But then you guys could walk me through it too, if you're actually there, available for stream tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'm only going to stream until, right now it's 1:30. I'm going to start my stream earlier, and then I'm going to get off around like 12:30. So like an hour before now, I'm going to be ending my stream. Hauser, Drake, Daisy, Slater has crit debuff. I need to put Slater on I'm going to come back to the weapon. Let me put Slater on my list of characters that I probably need to work on. Because I have my list here, and my SSRs are all complete with the exception of Drake. And then I was wondering if I should do Tiore, if I should do Tristan. But maybe Slater is the one I need to go for. I think I also have like a gang. I've pulled him a bunch of times, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I have him P5 without doing any of his masteries. All right, Yang, man, you have a good one too. Appreciate you dropping in. Appreciate you. If you think the passive is good for the rapier, you think Clotho would be better. The thing is with Clotho, I love running her grimoire. I'm not even disagreeing with you. That was the reason why I put out the thing that she's the best character in the game. Not that she's, to clarify, not that she's like, she's better than everybody, but the way that how versatile she is you could be using her as burst build to build the burst gauge. I could be using her for heals, and someone else could be using her as a damage dealer, and she's gonna be good to great in all those roles. She's very, very, Meliodas is damage. He can self-sustain with his dual blades, but that's about it. Am I making sense? Like, Diane is really good, but she's not gonna be a damage dealer for you, not for real. Elaine, her best trait to me is like her barrier, and that's good. That's very, very good. She does okay with building the burst gauge. Nah, let me not say that. She did okay as a damage dealer when I was running her with Clotho and the rapier, but the versatility of Clotho, like I'm missing, if you're just starting out in the game, I am missing this, she can feel that role pretty damn good. I did Sector 1 with Gila Burst, Melly, Longsword, Escanor, Axe, and Teode. So then the Axe was there for added heals. The Teode was there, I'm guessing, just for more damage, and she can heal as well. Because my understanding is Sector 1 is my next Sector 1, he is weak to fire and darkness. Darkness he's. Yeah, Elaine is a good DPS. The problem I have is that it's all within the scope of Meliodas. And since Meliodas is a character you get for free, it's not fair. It's not a fair comparison at all. But then I always have to temper it all with like, yeah, but Meliodas. You know what I mean? That's the problem that I have. But she did do okay when I had her running with Clotho. I had Clotho, Daisy, and Elaine running as a base level win team. She was doing the damn thing. She was doing the damn thing. All right, so we will. We will get the passive from this weapon because I've been distracted long enough for 4 minutes to pass by. More than 4 minutes. So let's see what this is. I see no passive. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. What is with me today? I can use my fingers properly. Let's go. Boom. There we go. Bet. Okay, passive is fire focus. Focus fire. For 20 seconds after using the special attack, each hit of the normal attack increases attack by 1.6%. I would argue this could go on Clotho. This could go on Gila. Anybody. This could go on Jericho, because it's not being super specific. Folk like 20 seconds after using the special attack. Each hit of the normal attack increases attack by 1.6%. I use her normal attack. This is good for everybody, though. Ray, I think this is good for everybody. I use her normal attack, especially if I'm using her normal attack running with Escanor, right? She's doing increased attack damage, although with Clotho, that if you're doing the rotation correct. Hold up. My bad. I got to go to my handy dandy notebook. Hold up. You might have a super big point there. That's what I was just thinking. You might have a really good point. Because now, if I'm running Clotho with a rapier, I'm still putting this on Gila, by the way. But I might make 2 of these and put one of them on Clotho. Her kit. So like, I'm running with the rapier, tap, the normal attack. I mean, I call it the basic, but they should just change it to basic attack. Because normal attack and normal skill are just too confusing. Blah, 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 normal attack. Triangle, running her special. Then I go back to hitting her with the normal attack to stack up the burst gauge, R2-1 burst and circle. That's not that bad. For Clotho, that's not that bad at all. And then coming to Gila, she's laying down. Let me just switch this out anyway. She's laying down burns on her. Let's back up. Itchy nose. I need to go check for her rotation too, actually. She's laying down burns on her normal attack. I run her special. Immune to reaction, decreases damage taken by 65%. Taunts enemies, reflect 45% of attack, blah, blah, blah. Maintain stance for 10 seconds when hit. Ooh. Then stance is removed. Normal skill. Grants all allied heroes 6%. And then we go back to the normal attack. Tag them up. But then burn protection is up here. Oh no, this is shield. Okay, I was like, okay, I knew something was off. All right, prominence. Normal attack. I was like, I know she applies burn on her. Wait, sorry. Demon form, which forgot about that part. On her regular form, Additionally, increases the burst gauge when attacking a burned enemy. The enemy should be burned. Inflict damage equal to 160%. When attacking an enemy, 3 or more burns, increases burn damage. So we run the special attack, and then we want to go to burn this one, Blazing Stab. We could run this in her demon form as well. Inflict damage equal to this, and inflicts burn. So run her normal skill, special, tag up with the basic. When I say tag up, like hit him with the basic. Normal attack damage is great for Clotho, but is it better than crit damage? It depends on what the crit rate's going to be. If your crit rate's like tapping at 60%, then the crit damage is better. But if your crit damage is, if your crit rate is at like 20%, you might as well go for the normal attack. It's dependent on that. It depends on how that part is built. So for Gila, for example, her crit chance is 37%. Right now, after adding what I've done and all that other stuff. That's not 37 is it's 1 in 3. I'd rather have the normal attack increase. But if I'm looking at Clotho, and this is me having not optimized anything yet, you know what I mean? Like this is just me doing this like this now. Of course, you can optimize towards that. Crit chance is 35%. I'd rather have the normal attack. If I got that up to 50%, then yeah. Then I would say Black Flame, keep the crit damage. Otherwise, normal attack increase damage. Because it's one of those, to me, it's the consistency thing. I would rather know what I'm getting into when I go into the battle than to be like, hey man, I got a 30% chance of really cracking this skull open. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather know exactly what it is. Let's go ahead and level up this weapon though. Enhance. Bet. Do you think I farmed enough? Well, I shouldn't say it now because then that goal is going to disappear immediately. Then I'm going to be like, I have no money. I don't know. Normal attack damage increases. Well, it's going to keep going until I get up to level 40. I won't be able to do level 50 today because I need more platinum. Seeing as how I just burned all of my platinum just to get the Sunstone alloy to make this. All right, so then once we get to, I think I have a Black Flame Sword at level 40. It should do. Whatever, I don't feel like going through this. And we have supports that buff crit damage, but then our crit damage will be 100 only. How do you mean, Bunny? And then, yeah, why am I even thinking about this? We already knew what this was. You knew what this was when you got here. So now I went from 1.4 million to like half. No, I still have 800K. We good? Yeah, we good. So now at level 40, the normal attack damage is increased by 46.92%. And the only thing, ooh. Sorry, guys. I should have done this for every level, and I know it's on the stream so that we can always go back and look at it. But I'm about to do this thing real quick. I think I can get 3 plat. Can I get 3 platinum? I think there's somewhere I can buy 3 platinum. Because I kind of want to do this immediately. Even if this doesn't stay on Gila and I put it on Clotho or Gila, whatever, I want this weapon to be level 50. Let's see. So at 40. So Bog, Breath of Glory. And we'll just put it there, but I think the stats would be the same basically. Yeah, but Clotho isn't DPS when she runs with Rapier though. But I mean, it does make her a better sub DPS. She'll be doing damage for real to that point. But I still wouldn't run Clotho as a DPS in that scenario. All right. Sorry. I got two. Norm attack. And then when you're talking about, was it you who was saying before how Galland is the bane of your existence at this point? I mean, if you put this on Gila and you run that, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like it'd be a good weapon for you. All right, let me go ahead and try to gather up 3 platinum from a place I should not be gathering it from. I really do not want to use the resources for the Valentine shop. Not until I explore it a little bit more. I have been saving this stuff up, but since you guys are here and I'm ending the stream soon, and I love this weapon, I'm gonna go ahead and spend this stuff. There's nothing here that I need that I don't want to farm that I don't consider to be way too damn expensive. So we'll do 3 platinum here. And then level that up. Oh, okay. Got you. I'm sorry. You're thinking about the category of Breath of Glory, and I'm thinking of just exclusively this weapon. You 100% right. My fault. I was just completely like misunderstanding what you were saying. That's my bad. Let's see. Oh, but then dang, I have been like blinders up only thinking about this weapon then. Because I did say beforehand, before I even got on the stream, I think, or maybe I was streaming, I kind of want Diane to have these as gauntlets. Like, I kind of want all my sub DPS characters to have this. I don't think I want. I already have the Black Flame Sword instead of the Gluttonous Sword on Meliodas. I don't think I want him to have it because I think his crit rate I have for him is like stupid high. Let's check his stats real quick. Like his crit chance is 70%, so I'm going with the Black Flame on that, right? That's I'd rather have that crit damage. But Diane, for example, well, her crit chance is 51%. That's right at that border. That's right at that border. Would I rather have normal? Here's a question for you guys. There we go. Would you rather add 51% crit chance? Crit damage is 23%, whatever. Would you rather have the Black Flame Sword crit damage, or would you rather have the Breath of Glory gauntlets? Which would you prefer? All right, let's go over here to Gila and stack this up. Knowing that right now I'm about to get this weapon up to level 50, and then we're going to see what a fully level 50 weapon does. Bunny might be on to something with Meliodas double swords, though. He's not wrong. That's what I'm saying. He's not off. These weapons might be better than I initially thought they were, and I already thought they were good. You think for bursters? Okay. That's what that. Well, then in that scenario, though, Meliodas is still because Meliodas isn't building burst gauge. But if you have dual blades or rapier, then you're hitting the character, you're hitting the enemy a lot, right? So Meliodas dual swords with the Breath of Glory, I would co-sign that. With the long sword, I think I would stick to Black Flame. So long as the crit chance is, minus 68%. So long as the crit chance is really high, I don't see a reason why you would do it any other way. Oh, and there goes all my gold. Yay. All right, so now her normal attack goes up to 66.8% at level 50. Yeah. Fair. Well, on the longsword, on the dual swords, and I'm asking this because I don't use them on dual swords that much. Don't you use, or do you get to spam the special and the normal skill? Because I know in the longsword it is you really just pull him in, use his special, and then spam the normal attack, right? That's the longsword thing. With the dual swords, do you do something similar? Here's the thing: Meliodas has a custom longsword, but I'm still using the black flame sword on him. I made his gluttonous sword, and right now Manny has it. So it's not necessarily facts that you need to use there. Because put it this way: with Clotho, I had to decide between the axe with Clotho and the rapier for Escanor, and I chose Escanor's axe because she's so good with everything else. And now, if I can increase her attack to by 66.8%, I'm still putting this on Gila right now. But you see my point? Like, is it better? Is it though? 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 Why can't they have this bug now where when you try to switch the weapons, it won't go, and it's so obnoxious. Or at least visually, it doesn't show you. Like, why is this still here? See that? Where it won't let me switch it up. What's up, Gojo? I lost my pity by getting another Gila. Now she's P7. Okay, so let me see. Normal skill spam with Meliodas longsword, but normal attack with dual sword. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So that goes to that point where it is Meliodas with the dual swords. You're using his normal attack, which means then you should probably use the breath of glory instead of the black flame. And then black flame fits more with Meliodas from Meliodas with the longsword. Why? Yo, developers, this thing here. All them fixes. Fix that one too. I'm not gonna be too mad at y'all. We're having a good time, but that. Oh yeah. Well, anyway, let's go. Let's go back to this. Don't know why. I don't know why. Let's go back to my burn team. Gila does run her sword. Okay, cool. Bet. Okay. Okay. You might have a really good point with the okay. All right. 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 Sorry, I'm thinking and saying all right way too many times. My bad. Um going to the specialty weapon for Clotho. I should just add this back up to the top just because I'll be back and forth on this thing so long as I have her. Wind attack, flat stat. I did the same thing before Bunny, but then someone pointed out the crit damage thing, and I'll be honest, I am anti is the word, but pretty anti flat stats, and that darkness damage is a flat stat. It's good, but the crit damage for me, I think, comes off better. Oh, you have a level 4 passive. Well, that's different. What is the? I don't even know what my level. Let me go see what the passive is on that. That was before I was even checking for those things. Hero. I have it on Manny right now. It's a level 3 passive. It is a level 3 passive. Each normal skill use increases darkness damage by 12% for 7 seconds. Uh-oh. 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 Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Should I put the activating bird? Yeah, no. Oh, no. I think I need to change this. The passive may make me change this. Good thing I'm reevaluating all these weapons. The passive is making me change this. Normal skill use increases the darkness. And what did we just say? I only pull them in, hit that triangle once, and then I'm spamming the normal skill. So I was wrong there. Because of the passive, I was incorrect. Let me go ahead and cop to that. I'm going to switch this now. Sorry, Manny. Sorry, she's about to get a level 50 Black Flame Sword. What are we talking about? Good thing I did not waste time changing the beads. Yo, okay. Oh, no, sorry. I was about to say, what are you doing? All right. And I do wait for the beads until it's waiting. Oh, confused. I'm saying it's a lot of stuff to process. It's a lot of stuff to process. I'm not gonna do the bead on Gila just yet on the Breath of Fire rapier. Breath of Glory. What is a Breath of Glory? Somebody have a lot of Tic Tacs? I don't know. You're out of brilliant seals. You can buy those in the shops though, but with the merchants, right? I don't have Black Flame Sword, so fair enough. If you have the Gluttonous Sword, though, I mean, if you don't have it and you can't like craft it yet, I'm not saying it's the end all be all. Oh no, it's just like that's what I was doing. However, check the level of your passive, see where you're at. Maybe you don't even not need to, but maybe you don't even care to. And you're like, you know what? I'll get to it when I get to it, kind of deal. With this rapier, this new one, Breath of Glory, this normal attack, taking up to level 50, normal attack being increased to 66.82. That is nuts. For burst damage, it's called burst gauge builders, whatever you want to call them. I would want this weapon class on. Am I still recording something? Okay, good. I would want this weapon class, this category, on any burst builder. No damage dealers, maybe support depending on their role. But for me, Jericho rapier, Gila rapier, Diane gauntlets, Meliodas dual sword. Compare those both because of I was thinking of making the Black Flame Sword. You know what? We're gonna make another video. Why not just record all this content? And yes, Bunny, I'm gonna go ahead and compare that for you. So coming in 3, 2. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to evaluate the weapons, right? So we have a new category of weapons, I guess is what you want to call it, Breath of Glory. And at this moment, what I was doing was comparing Breath of Glory with Black Flame to actually the Gluttonous Soul weapons and trying to decide which ones would be best to build and which ones would be best for which character. Let's get to the video. The accessories are good for Tiore, which are exchangeable in the event. Engraving seal is there in the new event shop. I still you know what? I'm not gonna give any recommendations on the shop, the new event shop, because if I'm being 100% real, I haven't had a chance to look at everything that's available. And what I tend to do is not like, this is good, I need this. It is, I rank them and I'm like, yo, I'm going for this first, second, third, fourth, fifth before the shop is over and see what I can live with. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can get the engraving seals in other places, which I believe you can get them at the merchants, then I'm going to do that instead. Then I'm going to do that instead. Or rely on that instead because I can fall back on that. I can't go buy hero draw tickets from the merchants. So I'm going to go for those first. Does that make sense? So I'm probably the wrong one to ask because I need to look at the event shop. I need to take a careful inventory of that. Okay, so coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a 7 Deadly Sins origin video. In this video, I'm making a lot of these videos just like off cuff, off the rip. because we're just having good conversations in there. So why not? This video probably going to be a shorter one. I say that every time, and it ends up being 40 minutes. This is centered around the new SSR weapon class, Breath of Glory. And this led me to evaluate some other things with other weapons. So basically, to give you the full scope of what I was looking at or what I have changed based on me just doing that is previously on Dragon Ball Z, I'm sorry, I had to. I was wielding the Black Flame Sword on Meliodas. The reason for that is that the crit damage. I was there for the crit damage. My Meliodas has approximately, I want to say 68% crit damage. I say approximately as if 61% crit chance, right? With it was 68. I switched it off. I changed it off with the other weapon. It was 68%, and then the crit damage was at 123, right? I changed the weapon over because of this passive down here. Each normal skill use increases darkness damage by 12%. The reason I switched this off in the first place was that there was darkness attack. It was 3,453, which does double the weapon's like attack, but I prefer the concept of having the crit damage, increased crit damage. Increased crit damage. I'm going to get this right at one point. Increased crit damage, and then the crit chance you see there as well. So I like the idea of being like damn near 70% crit chance, and then 125 plus whatever happens with support and everything else, more crit damage, right? That was what I preferred. Now looking back at it and checking the passives of the SSR weapons, which be sure to check your passives. I didn't do a good job of that. Be sure to check your passives. I'm looking at the passive for the level 1 Black Flame Energy, for the level 1 Black Flame Energy. Activating a burst increases attack by 28% and crit chance by 6% for 10 seconds. This sounds amazing, right? You're activating the burst and then the attack is increased by 28%. The problem with this is typically when I activate the burst, if it's the sub DPS, which is what's going to be activating the burst. So in this scenario, it's actually going to be Diane who's going to be activating the burst. And she does have on her gauntlets, Black Flame gauntlets, right? Okay, she's activating the burst damage, right? So it's probably better for me to have this on her so that she, when I do those extra 5 hits to get the barrier from her elemental burst gauge, then that increases the attacks a little bit, right? Cool, a little bit of crit chance, cool. However, 99 times out of 100, I'm going to sub her out the second I get the burst gauge and the barrier up to drop in Meliodas for him to do his damage. Okay. Then when I had the increased crit rate, crit damage, which this is based on the passive and how you have built, then I would be like, oh yeah, I'm doing 70% chance of doing crit and I'm doing a bunch of crit damage. Let me keep that Black Flame Sword on him. Things have changed in terms of my opinion because when you're running Meliodas with the long sword, you are going to first hit his special the second he drops in, and then you're going to spam his normal skill and just do that over and over and over again. If that is the case, then that means that I'm increasing my darkness damage by 36% because I'm going to do it a lot, says Max 5, but it's going to get hit 3 times. I'm doing way more damage. So then he should have the Gluttonous Sword on. If the passive skill was a little bit different, then I have to reevaluate it in a different way. Now, that being said, that means that to me, for Black Flame, it was the case that I would want to put it on a damage dealer, and I still may want to. I still may want to run this on a Daisy with her shield. She has her own shield, but let's just pretend like she doesn't. Maybe I want to put this on a Daisy because I'm going to use Daisy as a nuke. Increased crit chance. She's doing a bunch of damage off of her ultimate, so then maybe Black Flame is better for her shield than actually using her Gluttonous Shield, right? Data has shown Black Flame is actually better, by the way, because darkness damage doesn't scale well, so crit damage is better, just saying what I've heard. So this is from I Play ZP, and we listen to I Play ZP. We listen to our Gojos. We listen to Bunny because They were down. They helped me out. Flint Fox, shout out to you too. Where you at, bro? Anyway, so I could see that, what you're talking about. The argument that I'm going to make is that was the case before, but if I have a passive that's giving me a percentage increase in my darkness damage, then it is scaling, right? It's not just a flat stat, and that was part of the reason why I removed this darkness from it. It was a flat stat, it's going up, okay, fine, but as I increase the level of my character, it's not giving me anything else. However, with the passive being this way, it's increasing my crit damage as we go up. Does that make sense? So that's where I was. Now, this is the current evaluation. If I end up having a support character like Slater, I can't remember the exact stats, but somebody was telling me before. But if I have some character who gives me, who doubles my crit damage, I might be going back to the Black Flame Sword over this one. Just a heads up. Maybe. But as it stands right now, this passive ability is the reason why I moved the Gluttonous Soul Sword back over, Gluttonous Soul Longsword back over to Meliodas, and then plop the Black Flame Sword over onto Manny. Right? Now, that being said, that makes me think the Gluttonous weapons, you need to read them individually. I have the Gluttonous weapon for Escanor, for example. This ain't fantastic, but I'm not putting any other weapon on him. Let's get to when I would use those. High crit chance. If I have a very, very high crit chance, and I want to use them as the primary damage dealer. If you're using them as your secondary damage dealer, your sub DPS, it's okay on Diane, in my opinion. I think it's good. I'm not trying to overly use Diane to deal damage, but an extra 28% damage when the burst is activated, it ain't bad. Moving to Gila. I have put the Breath of Glory Rapier on Gila. 1 second, check. But don't you think the Gluttonous Longsword is especially for Meliodas, so it should be better, I think? You would think that... I should say this out loud. Okay, check. Bunny brings up a good point. And I think actually they were just about to handle it. Bunny brings up a good point. Yes, that can be the case, but I take my examples from other games as well. It's made specially for that character at that time when that weapon came out, right? Beginning of the game. This could change along the way as power creep goes into the game, as they put in new weapons like the Breath of Glory, as people evaluate different ways of building their characters. They put in new armor that affects different weapons differently. So that weapon may be good for them at the time. And it may even be good like you just starting out and you just, playing the game and a couple months in and, I got this weapon, let me go ahead and get it. It could be good still. However, I don't think that there is necessarily a one-size-fits-all, this is exactly how you should build in this game specifically. They give you a lot of options and a lot of things that you can do to change the stats of your characters through building armor, through different accessories, etc. So it may be the case that if I can, through accessories, different kind of beads, whatever, stack up an insane amount of crit chance, I want that increased crit damage. So it's not necessarily like a one-size-fits-all kind of deal, which is why you end up going, and I like it, the theory crafting of trying to figure out what is the best. Going down, see what the other message is. So, I didn't see any, Gojo says, for example, I didn't see any difference when using the Flame Longsword. My Gluttonous works better. As Gojo's experience, I use the Gluttonous. I Play ZP is saying that. However, Sinestra, shout out Sinestra, when she came in, she was her and someone else. I can't remember who the second person was. She was the main one who was like, hey, you should actually switch this, because she was using Black Flame Sword and she was getting way better results than she was with the Gluttonous. It does, I guess, depend on your build, your accessories, your armor. So again, not a one-size-fits-all thing, but going into the Breath of Glory. We were looking at this and I went ahead and crafted this. I like this weapon. You know why? because it gives you normal attack damage increase 66.8% at level 50. This, to me, is perfect for sub DPS. Because if I'm using a rapier, or if I'm using the dual swords, if I'm using the gauntlets, I'm trying to stack the burst gauge, which means a lot of times, yeah, you're going to be running a special attack followed by a normal skill, but a lot of times you need to have a bunch of normal attacks in there to help build that burst gauge. If that's the case, then my normal attack damage being higher, 66% higher, probably a pretty big plus, right? If I'm also looking at it from this other perspective, for 20 seconds after using the special attack, each hit of the normal attack increases attack by 1.6% up to 20.8. That is, no, Gojo, I'm not doing that right now. That is incredible. That's absolutely incredible. And in my view, and what we were discussing before, and Meliodas is actually involved in this a little bit too, is that you have a Meliodas, for example, running him with this, the normal attack, the Breath of Glory for his dual swords is better for him, because you typically, for Meliodas, if you're running him with dual blades, you're hitting your attack button, the normal attack, a lot. You're tapping square a lot. However, longsword, you probably don't want to use this weapon. You're probably going to lean towards your Black Flame or your Gluttonous, whichever one fits your build better, because you're actually going to be spamming the normal skill. When you come in with Meliodas as a primary damage dealer, the burst gauge is already activated. You jump in, you hit the character, you hit the enemy one time, then you hit triangle to get the special attack out there, and then you start spamming your normal attack, not your normal skill. Sorry, they need to change normal attack to basic. I don't know why they're using normal twice. Anyway, then you start spamming your normal skill. This doesn't help that, right? This isn't giving you any kind of added benefit behind using it on the normal skill. What did give that benefit was having this passive on this Gluttonous that, go back up. On this Gluttonous, I'm going to figure out how to use my fingers correctly. On this Gluttonous weapon, where the normal skill use increases darkness damage by 12%. So this is a little brief, I like the Breath of Glory weapons. We have come to the consensus that they're best for characters that want to build the burst gauge, because you're using that normal attack over and over and over again. Whatever rotation you're using with the rapier, with the dual blades, with your Jericho, Diane, Diane gauntlets too. Diane, Jericho, Clotho, that's a big one. That's a big one that was in the chat. Clotho was a big shout for this weapon. You're going to be using the normal attack a lot. So Breath of Glory seems to fit those sub DPS characters best. Black Flame, I'm leaning towards that for main DPS characters because of the crit damage, if you can get crit chance up pretty high. And then the Gluttonous weapons, to the point of Bunny, you would think that they are specially made for those characters, so they are the best for those characters. However, I would argue, given theory crafting and what people are doing to figure out other ways how your armor is built, what armor you decided to use, it truly depends on how you're running the character. So Daisy, for example, I have the Gluttonous Sword and Shield on her. It was a waste of resources because I only use her with the Grimoire anyway, right? With Clotho, she has the Gluttonous Soul Rapier. I haven't crafted that yet. I decided to craft Escanor's Axe instead because I'm running Clotho with the Grimoire most of the time. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I hope that was helpful. See you guys next time. Okay. Yeah, I will have to stop soon. No, I have not been playing NTE that much. That was the problem with it, is that I played it a little bit, but then I'll do like a stream where I'll do 7 Deadly Sins, and then I've done a lot of Bleach, and then I don't have the capacity to try to learn more from another game. Like, if I'm editing a 7 Deadly Sins video, or like I spent time yesterday editing a Bleach video, and then I do 7 Deadly Sins stream, and then I get off, and I'm about to go, getting off now, about to go run some errands, come back. I'm not trying to learn anything at that point. Nothing too much new. It's a fun game. Gluttonous has a bit more damage than Black Flame. It depends on the build. I would still argue that it depends on the build. If you have like a lot of crit chance coming from your accessories and other pieces, then, or crit damage coming from your other pieces, if you get the right kind of enchantment, maybe not. Maybe not. Who knows? All right, guys. But I see your point. I do see your point. And that was the approach I took too. That's why I had the Gluttonous Sword in the first place. Let me see the Gluttonous Weapon for Clotho, and his second passive, if we limit break to 3rd level. That's true too. When you start limit breaking, that does change things up. And I did limit break this like twice, I think. Yeah, so level 3 there. And if I do it one more again, where did I get all these from? There must have been some event. There must have been some event. Where did I get all this from? And I'm hesitant to put all this on Meliodas, to be quite frank. But I'm gonna do it. He is my primary damage dealer. Period. I went from having 1.4 million when I started today to down to what do I have right now? Using the normal steal consecutively within 5 seconds on an enemy with a burst activated increase the ultimate move damage by 18% for 5 seconds. I say if you're doing combo ultimates with Mel, the Black is better, if not, than the Gluttonous, because of the increased opportunity at crits. I could see that. I feel you on that. And a second passive, if you limit break to the 3rd, you got it from Abyss Gila. Oh. Ooh. I need to fight her some more then. Facts. She's going to get beat up some more soon. Because if I can do that in limit break weapons, hell yeah. All right, guys. I got to roll. I'm going to look at the... Yo, can y'all like let me exit? Sometimes this game just doesn't even respond. I'm going to look at the weapon for... Yeah, to see what that was again. But you can't see the passive. That's the thing. Yeah, you need to activate the burst with the Black. But then here's the thing, though. You can't activate the burst with Meliodas. I'm sorry, I must be misunderstanding what you're saying. I say if you're doing combo ultimates with Meliodas, the Black is, yeah, okay. That we agree upon. If not, then Gluttonous. Again, everything contingent on the build, but whatever. Because you need to activate burst for Black Flame. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait. I thought darkness doesn't contribute to the burst gauge. Right? Wait, am I completely off? Or is it that it doesn't have its own element? Hold up. I might be way off. Oh no, it's just that darkness can shift any other element over to darkness. That's what it is. I don't know why I'm brain farting like that. All right. In any case, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Please like, please subscribe. Hit it down there below. I'm probably going to have to add something to what I just said about the weapons as well, because I didn't even touch on the idea that, well, I mean, you're responsible for your passives, but I didn't touch on that much. It is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. It has been fun. You've put me in a great mood. Darkness doesn't contribute. That's what I thought. it changes, but it doesn't contribute. Like I can't go into like I really need to leave. um, this is the problem with like time blindness. This is exactly what it is. All right, so a all right. So if I go and I mean I'm just gonna do this now. Let's see what happens. Um, yeah, can we find some enemies? Okay, so none of them ugly looking wasps are around now. Where y'all at? There you are. We'll take care of you now. Okay, so let's see. So as I look, he does. Yeah, they don't have a burst gauge, right? So the burst gauge doesn't get built up with his dual swords. They can't do it at all. But if I go with Diane, we come over here. Bang bang. Burst gauge is getting built up, and then when I drop Meliodas in, I can hit. But that's too weak. But it doesn't contribute, and it doesn't start its own burst gauge, right? So that's the thing. First reward of Abyss mode, we guaranteed limit breaks, but 20% chance to get after first try. Boo. Boo. You suck. Not you, but them. All right, guys, I do have to go. Do I combo with daisies? It wouldn't matter because if you do Daisy, she's gonna generate her lightning gauge if it's off of the grimoire, and then he's gonna hop in, and it doesn't contribute to anything. It won't contribute to anything. Daisy activates the burst gauge. He can't. He literally can't. It's in the tutorial too. I did a whole. I don't even know why I confused myself. I did a whole guide on it like 2 weeks ago. All right. Anyway, so I will talk to you guys later.